I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another Call of the Wild Wednesday, guys. We are excited. This is one of my favorite days of the week. Thank you guys for joining us now and or later. We have yet to see what the challenges are today. But we're gonna tap in right here. I just had to restart the game. That way it would actually load up the challenges properly. But here we are. We're going to see what they are. Today, guys, we are probably... we're going to do 2 streams for Call of the Wild, just like we usually do while my hand is healing. But we are also probably going to try and keep the challenges very, very easy today. And see if I get my hat all the way on here, my big old head. We're going to see if we can get both us and Mrs. Mecha and possibly Mini Mecha done with the challenges in one day. And that includes 3 daily, 1 weekly. So let's see what our options are on the weekly. 10 quails. We don't have any maps that have quails, but we would sure love to get some. 14 pigs beyond... Well, there's no quails. Here's the thing. There's no quails on Salzweisen. So... if we were to actually do the quail... Hey, Dragon King Ronan, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to Call of the Wild Wednesday. Welcome to the Mech and Neck crew. Thank you very much. Let's see what we can get here, guys. I don't know what would be... see, we don't have the map that has the quail on it. So for $9,000, it's very tempting, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure we're going to be able to even do that. 14 pigs... there's no time on that, so that's actually very doable. We're going to go ahead and say pigs. Looking like it's probably going to get us set up very well for maybe, hopefully like an Emerald Coast type of map where it's nice and open, plenty of pigs there. We'll see what happens. All we need is 1 canine to pass that daily challenge. That's an easy one that we'll probably do. We need to harvest 4 wildlife on Leighton Lake, but that's only $500. But yet again, a very, very easy one to do. Harvesting 3 ducks from beyond 150 meters. Guys, that is a 22 LR shot. I love how they advertise that you can do that with the base game. You cannot do that with the base game. You have to have a 22 LR. You have to have a 22 LR to be able to do that. And that's not what... that's not base game. 22 LR is specifically and only DLC content. So we do have that DLC, but... Dragon King Ronan, thank you so much again for that follow, bro. How are you doing today? eStreamer112 followed us 14 hours ago. Sorry that we missed that one. I hope you are doing great. Happy Wednesday. Bison. Photographing bison would not be very hard to do at all. So, I have no idea about the ibex. We're not going to do the Leighton Lake, probably. That one just doesn't seem very well worth it. But then again, it's any animal at any time just past the harvest check, which would be fun. So we could jump around from that to Booty, come play some Gauntlet tonight with me and XXC. Sorry, bro, Chacho. I can only play so many hours a day, and if y'all check out my schedule on Twitch, I'm just giving you a hard time. I got both my streams already scheduled today. If you guys do get started on some Gauntlet, maybe at like 8 p.m. my time or something like that, then I can join for like maybe an hour. That'd be stretching it even for me. But I'm just giving you a hard time. Definitely do please, before I hack your IP router and download. Wow, we are not going to, that comment. I love you, Booney. We are definitely not going to have anything like that on the chat. That's bad. That is so bad. Please don't put something like that in my chat. That's really bad. That's really bad. But that was hilarious. I'm not going to lie. I am laughing my butt off on the inside. I'm trying to hold it in so that I don't tell everybody what that is. If you guys get started, don't ban me. I'm not going to ban you. If you guys get started at earlier times, then I can definitely run some Gauntlet with you guys. I can definitely do that if you guys start doing maybe a little bit earlier times. But I am usually done by 9:30 p.m. at the latest, maybe 10 at the latest. There's an ad. Oh, no. But yeah, I'm usually done, and I mean completely done gaming by 9:30, 10 o'clock my time at the latest. So regardless of what day or what my schedule looks like, if we can get it at least within that time frame, then we can start running some Gauntlet and tearing it up big time. Because I want to. I just can't change my schedule. Yeah, exactly. 8 o'clock Central is when I end my second stream for the day almost every single day. So 8 o'clock Central is right when my stream ends. Dragon King Ronan, let me know whenever that ad is done. But yeah, 8 o'clock p.m. when my stream ends would be the best type of time if HXC and y'all could game at about that time, usually, if I'm able to keep playing. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, yep. So that'd be perfect. Dragon King, let me know whenever you can actually hear us again. I'm so sorry about the ads. They do what they do. They just do whatever they want. Let's see here. Guys, we're going to say Bison, we're going to say Leighton Lake, and we're also going to say, yeah, we're also going to do the, so here's what the challenges are going to be, guys. We're going to do 4 wildlife at Leighton Lake. One of them has to be within 25 meters at any time of day. All right, thank you. Welcome back. Hey, Dragon Booty, if you guys haven't checked this game out yet, we do this every week for Call of the Wild Wednesday. It is fantastic. But here's what we're going to do today, guys. We're going to go to Leighton Lake. We're going to get 2 challenges done, 2 birds, 1 stone with the whole 4 wildlife, and then one of them within 25 meters. That's easy. We can do that. Then we're going to go wherever the heck else we feel like that has bison. That could be Silver Ridge. That can be, Hirschfelden. We're going to do the bison challenge. And then we also have to get 14 freaking pigs from beyond 75 meters, guys. That's a lot of pigs. So let's get our weapons and let's get to hunting. So we're hunting whatever the crap we feel like. So that's a big bonus. But we know that bison are on the menu. So let's see what we can come up with room for. We're going to keep room for the tent that I'm in. Just in case Mrs. Mecca feels like she can join us later today. But we'll see if that pans out. Or we'll pick up the tent, put it back in storage, and get ourselves a 338, which would be nice. Okay, yep, we're going to do that. We're going to pick up the tent. It's going to clear up 6 pounds worth of space for us. Oh my God, that's the wrong tent. Was the wrong tent. Put that tent back. What are we doing, guys? All right, so we are gonna actually use this tent now to access things. Where's our storage? It put up my other tent. That's what it did. It put up my other tent. So let's get our proper guns out here. We want the guns that reach out there a little ways. So we could do the Rangemaster for sure, and then we can do the 243 actually, and have all of that taken care of. We can shoot anything from 2 to class 9. For up to 300 meters or more away. And then the bow can take any type down. We'll get rid of the 44 Magnum bullets that go into the good old Marauder lever action. We're going to go kill some stuff, you guys. This is going to be great. Let's see here. 1 to 2, 2 to 7, 4 to 7. So we have a bunch of different types of arrows, but for some reason they're not going on to our traditional bow, which shouldn't be how this works. Why is this not working? Huh. King Ronan. Senior streamer wanted to stop by and say what's up. Thank you so much, Bro Chacho, for stopping by. Are we on Discord? I think I've seen your name. I know I've seen your name somewhere. But I got this horrible pressure, and I am blanking on it right now, Bro Chacho. I know that I know you from one of the groups or the Discords or something that I'm in. But which one is it? Which one is it? All right, so Discord. Yep, there we go. I thought so. I know. I got so many names and such a bad memory that it's very hard to balance all that. But here we go. All right, we got the right weapons. All right, here we go. We're gonna go to the proper map now. You guys ready for this? All right, I'm done with that. Yep. I thought so. I think I'm meeting so many new people so quickly. I'm just like I'm losing track of it all. But I think I'm following you here now. I'm following you. Boom. Thank you very much for the follow. I love returning the favor, just as long as I actually know the person. All right, let's see. We're gonna go at like what like maybe 5:30 in the morning for $250. And first thing we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna bow hunt. It's gonna be good. If I can figure out why the ammo isn't working on this here. The traditional arrows are supposed to work, and for some reason they're not. And I know they worked on my wife's account, so trying to figure that out. Traditional arrow. Those are supposed to be... What? This is the proper type of bow. Oh, no, here we go. No compatible items. Well... Bear with me, guys. We are absolutely going to be getting this... Oh, my gosh. So they switched it to the longbow. No problem, Bro Chacho. No problem. Booney, how we doing? How's Booney today? 60-pound drawback. Guys, what should we do here? It's a free longbow, but... It weighs 2.5 pounds. I don't know if we can put a sight on it at all. Weapons. Let's put this bow up. Get the... We just got a brand new bow for free, guys. See how that does. Can we put the sight on it? Oh, no. You can't use a sight with it at all. That's more realistic, at least. All right, we're done fiddling with it. I've always been a bowman. I don't know how the game works. Oh, so, dude, bow hunting in the game is one of the coolest things because there's a lot of realism to this game. Obviously, it's not that realistic because it's a video game version of an activity that usually takes all day to get nothing, if you're like me, at least. But it's very, very much worth it to use a bow in this game because once you get for each weapon you get kills with, you get like points for that type of weapon, like rifle points, shotgun points, pistol points, bow points. And once you get enough points, you can unlock all the types of ammo and whatnot for it. So once you get the sight capability unlocked with the bow, then it's an amazing thing to have. But before then, it's an atrociously annoying thing to have. Here's my German short-haired pointer. His name is Hank, like Hank the cow dog. We like Hank. He likes to give us paw. Who's a good boy? And let's see here. Inventory. Get this set up and quit fussing with it all. It is a little unrealistic to put a rangefinder sight onto a recurve, for crying out loud. Is Booney at work right now? But you have to keep your dog happy. So it's realistic. A working dog needs a job to do, right? Down there at the bottom, his bond is how he's feeling at that moment. So he will do tasks better if you actually keep him happy. Right above that is his focus, how attentive he is. You can overwork him. That doesn't happen very easily, but you can. And so what this German short-haired pointer can do is he can actually go find game for me. For example, if I want to look for a large game, I can tell him to point. He's also a tracker. We have him dual trained. You can have 2 training paths for them. He can track blood. He can stay. He can heal. We can whistle at him to tell him good job. And then he can find small, medium, and large game for us. The bigger the game, the further he will look for them. But also he will not search for large game predators. He will search for class 5 and below predators. Class 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, and 9 right there. He will only search for non-predators. He is, and you can buy treats for them. I kid you not. I have treats for them. I'm not carrying them right now, but I might as well be. And the treats make them happy faster. So guys, what we're doing right now is we got to get 4 animals on Leighton Lake during any time. We just got to pass the harvest check, and one of them has to be within 25 meters. That's where the bow is obviously going to come in. This bow, we do have the fancy schmancy rangefinder sight on it. If I click Y while looking at where I want to shoot, it'll pop up. It says 20 meters right there. And so I click Y with the red dot on where I want to shoot, and then it projects a green dot as to where I need to shoot at that exact distance. We can also zero in on the bottom right of my screen. You see now it says 20 meters, 40 meters, 60 meters. We can zero that in so that way there's less margin between the red dot and the green dot. But yeah, we are all set to go, guys. Very easy challenges that we're picking today. That way Mrs. Mecha and Mini Mecha can get the challenges done too, hopefully. Mrs. Mecha would have no problem with it, but Mini Mecha might just want to go shoot some geese on Salzweiss, and she loves this game. And I'm talking about Mini Mecha, the youngest. Oh my goodness, I was talking this whole time to nobody because, well, I was talking to y'all, but I was freaking muted. Thank you very much for telling me I was muted. So he has found some large game for us on this map. That is going to be either an elk or a moose because we only have 3 large game on this map. Once we hear him barking, which we can a little bit right now, that is when we need to watch our approach. So we're actually going to swing right a little bit right here just to give ourselves a little bit more room for error. And we are going to see what we can do about this moose or elk that he's walking up on. We also have binoculars that double as rangefinders. See, now that we can hear, the thing with large game pointing is once you can hear him barking, that's when you want to mind your approach. For small and medium game, if you see the sign that says pointing, when it switches to sneaking, that's when you have to watch your approach on small and medium game because they're always a lot closer to you. But I'm not going to spray down because we're maintaining a good downwind angle on them. I am, however, going to get my comprehensive and exhaustive Call of the Wild list. All right. I literally do type up a 4-column wide table for every type of map and animal layout. So that way I know exactly what difficulty they are, at what point they're good trophies, like what trophy rating is good for them, as well as what their strengths and weaknesses are. So, for example, if this is a moose, they have great smell, good hearing, and it doesn't mention anything about the amount of sight they have. Elk are the more difficult on this map. And it's just a female moose. We're going to go ahead and call her in and get that taken care of because why not? We're just directly downwind. So we're going to put this over here where hopefully she doesn't detect us. Because even though they don't have great sight, they're not blind. So, you know. Now, as you can see with me in this tree right here, there's a on the bottom right of my screen, there's a heart, there's a white line, and then there's volume, right? Volume's how loud I am. The heart is how much my heart is racing to take a shot. And then the line indicates how visible I am. Right now, with a white, longer line, I'm 80% camouflaged. If I back up even further, I am basically 100% camouflaged. That little gray see-through dash is as good as you can get. Kind of reminds me of Far Cry Primal in today's age, right? I tell you what, I'm going to spray down just to be extra safe because I hear some other critters around me. So we're going to get this moose easily within 25 meters. Let's get the right arrow going here. And we may have to tell Hank to back off. We're going to tell him to lay down because sometimes he makes them nervous and they don't want to come our way until he backs off. But she's not going to be nothing special, maybe like $900. I don't know how she's so alert right now. We're completely camouflaged, completely downwind, and not moving at all. So there's no reason other than Hank that she should be alert. Let's see if her attitude changes a little bit here in a second. The fact that she's alert means that the issues they're having with how detectable you are still in fact issues because we are 100+ meters away, not moving, completely invisible, and downwind with spray on. So there's absolutely no reason she should be alert right now. Let's go ahead and call in 2 types of animal. We'll say white-tailed deer. That way, if she doesn't decide to cooperate with us for absolutely no reason at all, then... Oh, that one's calm. That one's going to come on in. We should be seeing... Ooh, here we go. Check that out. Ready? We might get lucky enough to actually get all of these. So here's a good one. If she comes in, oh, guys, we got a bunch of them coming in. We can only hold our bow back for so long, so we got to give it a little bit of a break. She sat still for just a moment, but I want her to sit still at 25 or closer. Come on in, ladies. Come on in. It's just a bull moose looking for some of your attention. That's it. Nothing sketchy going on here. She's going to die. That's for sure. Now, if we can let them calm down for a second while she's wigging out, because if you shoot them far apart enough from each other, they don't spook from a bow, depending on how sensitive the animal is. There's a white-tailed deer coming in. Let's take some shots here. Let's take some shots. This is a really good opportunity. We could get most of this challenge done in one go, I tell you what. If we could pick which one we want to hunt. That one is, I feel like my shot was on point there, and still that one's going to die too. That one's going to die too. Yep, 50 to 75 health, 25 to 50. Moose bleed out very slowly. So that should be at least 2, probably 3 down. And we're going to go ahead and get ready for one of these deer over here. See, there's one right there. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. We're already getting the challenge done. Derriere right up in the air. She is dead. Let's get the proper arrow size for a whitetail. Whoa. My game glitched out. Did you see that? It just 180'd me. Just out of the blue, 180'd me. Yep, she's gonna die. That was a liver shot, I think. That was a little bit further back than what I wanted it to be by the time it got to her, but yep, there she goes. All right. Hank is getting discontent. Content is the lowest level it'll give you. Guys, we're going to get every single animal killed right here with the bow. We're not even going to have to do a second spot here on Layton before we get 2 of the 3 challenges for the day done. We're just going to instantly move right on to the pigs. Get 14 of them suckers. Hey, bro, I'm getting on Battlefield right now if you want to collaborate. I cannot at the moment, bro, Chacho. I got a specific schedule for specific games. Right now, we're doing Call of the Wild Wednesday. But if you want to check out my schedule, I told Booney a second ago that I can play at like 8 p.m. Central Time. 8 p.m. Central Time is going to be the best time for me, probably. Oh, look at the lead on that. We led that perfectly. That worked out. All right. That is absolutely enough animals to get the challenge done, but I'm still hearing some footsteps. How is HXC doing today, though, bro, Chacho? That's fine, brother. I was just trying to see if you want to collab and stream. That's all. I'll be in bed around that time. Ah, dang. Dang. Well, I miss you, bro, Chacho. I know we're on opposite schedules, but hey, we're going to get it done one of these days. We're going to get it done one of these days. I would love to collab with you. Hopefully last night's stream ended good for you guys. I'm good, broski. I appreciate the support last night. I appreciate your support, bro, Chacho. Thank you very much. All right. I think, guys, we got one more animal. I thought we had one more animal near us, but they could have fled by now. We're going to get Hank happy for once. And then we're going to go collect our 4 or 5 animals and our daily challenge money as well. So I'll show you guys how Hank works too. He's, like I said, he is a tracker as well. We're going to go ahead and have him come back our way while we're whistling at him to cheer him up. And we're going to have him track whether we need him to or not, just to show you how freaking good he is at tracking. Spotting is what he does a lot better, but tracking is convenient. All right, we might spook something, we might not, but here we go. Let's start collecting our money. Later, brother. Enjoy the stream. I'm gonna finish getting ready for work. Thank you so much, Dragon King, bro, Chacho. Hopefully, ooh, there's one right there. Hopefully you have a good day at work, my friend. There's a rabbit right next to us. Look at that. Are they blind? What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now you're fleeing. Let's go ahead and get this. We got a boy. We got a boy. He's a dinky little boy, but we do have a boy. You know what? I'm not really going to waste too much time. I'm going to take a shot right now through the grass. It was a polymer tip. Yep, he's going to die. Oh, yeah, he's going to die. Oh, yeah, he's going to die. This is a break action, so, you know, there's really no point in trying to get that second shot. To me, I mean, it's very hard to reload it and then see where they're at in time. But let's collect all these dead animals. Oh, my gosh. All right, there's 1, 2, and... yeah, that's already... yeah, that's working. So we got 2 out of the 4 that we need. We got her, and then we got like 1 or 2 more girls, and then that bull moose. We shot her from 16 meters. Look at that. Boom. Right through the lung and liver. I don't know how we didn't get that second lung. It's touching it. It's going through it. But we'll take it. That's one of the daily challenges done. See, kill something within 25 meters. Boom. $4,000 plus the money for the animals. Let's go grab this bull moose real quick, and then we're going to put Hank on the trail. In fact, let's just have Hank get on the trail right now, see where he takes us. He's going to find whatever blood trail is left, and we are just going to sprint with him and try and keep up because he's going to get us there quick, guys. He's going over to this vital organ shot right here. Boom. Vital organ hit. Yep. I think this is the bull moose that he is tracking. And I don't care if I spook something right now. I'll be completely honest. We've killed so many animals. We're just going to switch to a new map. Heat was working, guys. Heat was working. Now it's starting to hurt. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. All right, there you go. So, a dinky little guy. When you kill a trophy animal, it has a small chance at respawning as a higher level trophy. So it's more than likely going to be silver. If not, it might slight chance it might be gold when it respawns. But if you keep doing that, then you can grind your way to a gold or diamond if you don't have any, which you do. Everybody does. There's one of them somewhere on your map, right? Now let's go back here. And the cool part about this, guys, is look at all this. Look at that. You might sit there and be like, dang, that's pretty lit up. But here's the thing, though, is that we killed like, what, 5, 6 animals in one spot without ruining that spot because the pressure appears very just little bit by little bit at a time when you're talking about, using a bow instead of that 338. Got a Miriam turkey fleeing. I'm about to have to grab me one of them neck braces, guys. I'm going to lean back a little further into my chair, actually. Maybe that'll help. All right, here's one of the trails. Let's see if Hank will get on it. Oh, sure enough, he's more on it than we are. Is that the body right there? Yep. Is that another body right there? Oh my gosh, yep. They both ran for the same need zone. They do jump from need zone to need zone. All right. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. He's going to search for blood and come back with nothing, almost guaranteed. But hey, look at that, guys. That is already $4,000 for that first challenge. $500 for the second one. The second one was nothing. But then the cost of the animal, too. And we also have a deer. So let's see here. We are pretty well done already, guys, with Layton Lake. So Let's see here. The community challenge, we got 7 days left for, is harvest any species of waterfowl and pass the harvest check to contribute. We have Salzweisen set up with a beautiful spot where all the ducks migrate over, and we got a lot of decoys and blinds set up there. We got the waterfowl 2-person blind. We got the layout blinds. We got plenty of tripod stands. We'll be able to contribute to that challenge very easily. We could probably contribute to finishing it by ourselves, for crying out loud. We'll sit there and get duck after duck after duck. All right. Oh, hey, look at that. Hey, you know, he's not great, but we'll take him. What is he, 1? All right, look at this. We're going to take a little bit of a longer shot on this, guys. We're going to shoot just a little bit. He's calm, so I tell you what we might do. We might actually, yeah, we're gonna use a Palmer tip, try and get through everything right there, no problem. But let's see. Yeah, we'll do 75. We'll shoot just a little high. Ready? Here we go. Boom and boom. That should be absolutely vital. It is. It is. Okay. Not going to be a trophy, guys. He is by no means at all going to be a trophy. But that's all right. It's all right. We are happy with it. What in the world? Whole bunch of tabs opening up on my computer that I didn't open up. One of y'all trying to hack me? Just kidding. Copy. I am also going to go ahead and, like I do, I'm going to go ahead and throw up the Discord link and pin that for anybody who wants to check out our Discord group that we just made not so long ago. Paste. There we go. Boom. Let me see if I can pin this one. Pin message. Yep. Message pinned. Boom. All right. Let's get our prize. Hank, do your job, Hank. Get on it. Come on. He's... Hey, a bear feeding zone. Let's go. Really? Really? You're going to give us that type of tude? 90 to 120 out. So let's get this gun ready. We're not going to keep doing this, guys. We're going to take these easy, quick little freebies while we're right here surrounded by everything with a good wind. Yep, there's that vital splatter. Come on now, lady. Show your face where I can actually see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, don't run through the open. Nervous. About to... Should be. She should be nervous. Yep, we got her. We got her. Heck yeah, that was a good shot. All right, we're just gonna mark this area because that's where both blood splatters are gonna be roughly, and we're gonna follow him to the whitetail so we don't just get all sorts of discombobulated. That is dead zone pressure. That is that. I really should have thought about that before I used that rifle. I'm so used to just going crazy with a bow and never adding pressure, and that's not the case here. Nice medium blood trail on that whitetail buck we just shot. Here he is. Now he's a maybe a gold. You know, he's not like a super good gold. If he's not close to diamond. No, silver. But we just ruined this entire area. I'll tell you that much, guys. This entire area that says dead zone, that's fine. This is not. That right there, there could still be need zones. That right there, no. Right about there, we wiped out the need zones in that area completely. But we're about to leave this map. We're about to leave this map and go to Emerald Coast and see if we can get us 14 pigs. I got to grab my neck brace, though, guys. My neck is not doing good without it. I'm just stepping right here and grabbing it real quick. My wife got me a wonderful, fancy new neck brace that actually manually and electronically lifts this thing up where it holds your head up. Look at the fanciness on this, guys. Get ready. Get ready. Watch closely. Ready? Here he comes. So, yeah, it literally holds your head up if you need it to, which I'm sure looks just fantastic, but still. We, our spine's going to be fixed one of these days, right? There's an animal right next to us, guys. Oh my gosh, look at that. Ah! Oh my goodness. You're kidding me. There's more? How are they not catching on to how? Oh, wow. Why isn't it showing us that animal? I can hear the footsteps right next to us. Where is this animal? Is that just Hank we're hearing? Guys, I think that's just Hank that we're hearing. Okay, all right. Track the blood, bro, Chacho. Come on, Hank. You know you want to. Track not found. That's a lie. We know there's a moose blood trail over here. Try that again, see if he does anything now. We just shot that female moose over here just a second ago. Waiting for owner. Okay, so he does have the trail. I was about to say, it's been just a second. We ran around. We got a few other animals in the process, but let's get Hank on it. Come on, Hank. Start tracking the blood. I have learned, guys, that the faster you move when you're following him, the faster he will track the blood. So if you slow down, he's not going to leave you in the dust too much. Also, it's going to take forever. So don't be afraid to sprint unless you're trying to still hunt. If you're done hunting that area, then just run your little heart up to your heart's content. But if you're trying to be sneaky, he'll wait for you. Blood trail was at 50 to 75% last time we checked on it. It was a vital. There it is. 0 to 25. Boom. Now that's just a chick. So no trophy for sure. Good job, Brett Chacho. Good job. Good job. Come here. Give me paw. Give me paw. All right, guys. Now we are going to be able to jump on over to another map, particularly Emerald Coast, and get us a whole bunch of pigs, feral pigs, and maybe Mississippi Acres too. They got a bunch of pigs, that's for sure. I know that the starting point for pigs at Mississippi Acres is definitely a big pig area, but we will start at Emerald. And there is no time frame. Come on now, game. There we go. There is no time frame for these pigs on the challenge today. We can get them at any time we want. We did just get our first diamond crocodile over here with the wife last Call of the Wild Wednesday that we played. Had a great time with that. Definitely not looking like a big pig area, that's for sure. But who cares? We can go somewhere else. Give me a pig need zone, please. Hog deer. only it just said hog. Javan Rusa, red deer, more Javan Rusa, more crocs, more crocs, more crocs. Okay. That ground blind is right there in the middle of croc territory. No way to call in a croc, but hog deer. Okay, evidently pigs do not like the east end of this map. Bantang. We have not really gotten any bantang. I don't think barely at all. Sandbar. More sandbar. We know where to go for feral pig, 3 to 6 a.m. Ugh. But we do know at least now that they are not all the way on the right side. Fallow deer, red deer, fallow deer, hog deer, bantang, saltwater croc, bantang, Javan Rusa, Javan Rusa, eastern gray kangaroo. God dang, guys. We have not really discovered a whole lot of pig. Feral pig, 20 to 0. All right, we're gonna 17 to 20. We're nowhere near any of that, so we really probably need to be what seems like on that central, slightly eastern part of the map for this time of day with the pigs, because evidently they are not on the edges of the map during this time of day. Feral goat, eastern gray kangaroo. Yeah. We are absolutely going to have to figure out where these pigs are, where they typically feed at this time. So let's see if we can get that figured real quick. God dang, guys, we have barely ever discovered any pig on this map. All right, we are going to go straight to the middle of the map. All right. The northwest corner, north middle area near the tea fields, and southwest Warringa Pass. They're best hunted, feeding from 6 to 10. Okay. All right. That's what we're going to put. That's what we're going to put on the table. That's what we're going to put on this little table right here. Emerald Coast. Where's Emerald Coast? Okay. Feral pig. There we go. Feeding is going to be... Feeding time for their pigs are going to be 6 to 10. Drinking time is going to be 0 to 3. Northwest Lakes. All right, guys, we are figuring out when and where they are. The Zarza is highly recommended for class 4 to 8. The Zarza 308, they're active, high diamond potential up to 144.25 on the trophy rating. Often found in groups. Pink and albino variations do exist. Active areas are the North Middle River, Okay, would they say 14 to 20? Wow. Okay. Yep, 0 to 3 and 14 to 20. 6 to 10 and 14 to 20. So basically, between 10 and 14, they're not really doing anything except sleeping. Okay. Let's say we're going to do some bold. So pardon me here, guys. I am just preparing for the hunt. We're going to do this one at a time so we never have to worry about this again. But this is a very good thing to do. I know it's probably overkill for some people wanting to just play a game, but for me, it's very fun. We're going to find out. We're going to find out when they're sleeping. They drink from 0 to 3. Ooh, what do we got here, guys? What do we got here? A warning call from a red deer. Let's see what we got there. Says he's not very far out. Where is he? Oh, he's just over the hill? Nope, no, he's not. He's, we'll kill him. We'll kill him real quick. Class 6. Gonna have to be a polymer tip for that guy. Get away from the tree, bro, Chacho. That's going to be a dead deer. That's going to be a dead deer. It's a very, very, very maxed out, capacity for that. Because that's a class 6 animal, and the highest animal that you can kill with this gun is a class 6. But he should die. The placement I felt very good about on that. It's maybe it didn't register as a vital. No, it's a vital. It's a vital. He's just going to take forever. All right, we're going to go ahead and get Hank on it while we whistle at him to make him feel happy. And that's probably going to be like a silver red deer, I think. If it's gold, it's not a super good one. Where is that fallow deer? Okay. That's a pretty small fallow deer. 150? Okay, we're going to quickly take a shot at this fallow deer as well. Maybe not. That was really low, but it looks like it got it. We got it. Okay, so let's follow Hank and quit shooting before we make another dead zone here. And we don't usually do all this spontaneous hunting, guys, but, for whatever reason today, I'm feeling it. 25 to 50% blood for health left on this guy. That's the only downside to using a 243 and then skipping straight up to the 338 is you're very much maxing out your ethical killing potential. No real overlap between those weapons at all. All right, let's see here. Silver, as expected, but that's a $1,200 payday for no reason at all. Now we're going to make our way back to the fallow deer. We're not going to take too long. Who cares what we spook right now? We're just going to get done with this darn random stuff that I keep doing, and we're going to get to the feral pig hunting. Let me see what I got right here, guys. Let me see what I got right here. Okay. So basically, the pigs are sleeping between 10 and 14. My electronic neck brace is beeping at me. All right, so they're very well known to be I really don't know that we're going to want to do all of this writing that I'm... Oh my gosh, there is no way. Dude, guys, if I'm going to write all this down for each animal, this is going to be absolutely insane. Wow. Yeah, there's no way we're going to be able to write all this down. There is just no way. That might be more doable right there, but this is going to make it a huge problem with trying to do this for each animal. That is for sure. There's no way we can do this for each animal. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work. All right, let's go here. Now, about where did we shoot that other one? He might not find the blood at this distance yet. Let me get another bite of poage. It would appear it was more this way. Generally, when the pressure appears, that's how you know the animal actually died. You don't actually get any pressure on the map unless the animal dies. So if you lose track of about where you were, just head for the middle of this right here and have your dog search it if you got a dog. If not, just keep your eyes peeled. And by golly, that's a medium blood trail. He's on it. He's on it. Where's he going to go? There we go. Oh, man, we need feral pig. Okay. All right. What time is it? 8 in the morning? All right. So, central part of the map is where a lot of them are going to be. Let's see what we can do. All we have to do is hunt the feral pig beyond beyond 75 meters. So. And that is a class 5 animal, if I remember right, so we can have him get on it. The thing I love about this map is how nice and long of a view you have. Seems like you can just see forever. This isn't the most prime example of that, but and trust me, it gets pretty open. Found, okay. As soon as he starts sneaking, I'm gonna have to take this off actually. Feral pig mating call. That is exactly what we're going for. We're not going to be tracking this hog deer, but we are going to be heading the same direction for the wind's sake, because we should be getting somewhat close to these feral pigs over here. 14 of these suckers means we're going to have to really do well. We're going to have to really do well to get all 14 of them. And there's Hank. Hank's back with us. All right, who did I miss? Who did I miss? I missed something. The multi-stream is failing me. I'm not seeing where that chat went. For some reason, guys, if you just chatted me, it did give me an alert, which I'm sure you heard, but for some reason, I cannot seem to find that chat. Let's see what we got. Oh, we do have some quail. We do have some quail on one of our maps. I had completely forgotten about quail being on this map. Oh my gosh. This loudness is crazy. These should not be that loud. These are absolutely, in no way, shape, or form do those seem like they should be that loud. All right, let's see here. Oh my gosh, guys, this is crazy. The fact that those are just everywhere. And yeah, I'm not doing the best job of looking out for them right now because I'm looking at so much stuff at once, but I know we got some feral pig over here, so we're going to try and find them. Mrs. Mecca, what map are you on? What am I hunting? Hi, Mrs. Mecca. I am on Emerald Coast. We got Layton Lake done. So we have to get 4 animals in Layton Lake, 1 within 25 meters. And then we have to get 14 pigs for the weekly challenge for $12,000. So I'm on Emerald Coast, my love. How is Mrs. Mecca doing? That, guys, is the one and the only. Honey, we forgot that there is small game that we don't have on Salswise and on some of these maps, like stubble quail. There is a challenge for quail. Eating lunch. What are you having for lunch, Sweet Pea? Go find me a pig. That's your job. You're a pointer. No, go the direction I was facing when I whistled at you. Leftover noodles and stir fry. I'm going to be having the same at some point today. Love you, babe. Oh. Okay, it's a fallow deer. Oh. There it is. There's a pig. All right, honey, you joined just in time. All right, love you. Love you too. I'll see you after school. That doesn't look like eating to me. It says he's eating. That is a very, very, very interesting way to eat. You're telling me that Need Zone has one pig? 150. We can make the shot. We can dial this in perfectly. All right, 150. We're already dialed in perfectly for it. All right. That should be dead. That should absolutely be dead. That is the right gun. Yep. There we go. That's beyond 75 for sure, guys. That might have been just a smidge high, but there's no way that wasn't a vital. We were, and I say a smidge, it was definitely still within where we need it to be for that kill, so. Why in the world is this not? There we go. I'll say, why is that not coming off of my screen? Yeah, he's dead. Come on, Hank, you have some tracking to do. Looks like we're going to get another Need Zone out of this. Here's the blood. Yep, okay, it was just that one pig. Who cares? That's 1 out of 14 down. We'll probably get a PB in this process. If we have to kill 14 pigs and we've never really gone pig hunting too much and we don't get a PB, I'm going to be shocked. That is if we choose to actually be picky and go for males, which we're probably not going to do. Not for 14 of them. He didn't make it too far. There's another $800. 1 out of 14 down, guys. 1 out of 14. Please tell me this is... Nope, it's red deer. Let's see if we can keep finding some pigs. We don't care. We don't care about the deer right now, guys. We will spook absolutely anything at all if we must. Now, where are these pig? Like I said, between 10 and 14. They're usually okay, between 10 and 14. Early morning, the best time to hunt them. Their feeding zone. They drink from 0 to 3, and they're saying early morning's the best time. I'm not getting my night vision out for that, guys. I am not getting my night vision out for that. I'm 100% going to hunt them in the daylight when they're eating. All we need is to find some tracks of theirs, and we can tell him to spot a specific type of animal from that. So if we find a trail of them at all, not that, but specifically if we find a trail of feral pig, then we're going to be really cooking with Crisco. We're actually going to go, I tell you what, we're actually going to go up here. This is supposed to be a really big hotspot for them. $70 meters, critical position. We'll take it for the fun of it, I guess. You think we can shoot right through its derriere? We'll find out. Nope. I said we were going to not do that, and then we immediately did it, but, you know, what the hey. Okay, now we are actually going to be done shooting anything that's not a pig, unless it's a trophy. If a trophy pops up, I'll take a trophy. That's about it. Yeah, it didn't even die. That sure was not a vital organ, that's for sure. Red deer tracks, yep. See if I can scoot up here where I'm a little bit more comfortable and visible at the same time. Whoa, did you see that? That axis deer. We've not barely ever gotten any axis deer. We need to hunt those a few more times. But I did say we were going to stop. I did say it. We're looking for pig. Oh, hello. Gosh dang it, guys. Okay, fine. I will compromise on my own agreement. We are going to bow hunt this guy. Ooh. So many. He's nothing special. He is something special. Guys, that's a PB. Okay, like I said, hey, I said trophies, didn't I? Did I say trophies? I did say trophies, if I remember right. Oh, no, we are definitely getting this guy. He is level 8 mythical difficulty. We are 1,000% getting that guy. We're going to approach from way over here to the right, though. And good old Hank is going to have to... he's going to have to wait back here. We might have to approach over here where we have more of an angle, though. I want to be perfectly downwind. But I don't want to miss this opportunity on these red deer over here. That was a huge opportunity on them red deer. So let's go ahead and tell Hank to stay. Where did them red deer go? Okay, right about here. Okay. Yeah, we can do this. We can absolutely make this happen. Okay, there's the small one. There he is, guys. There's the big one. Wow. Holy cow, look at him. So that's 182 is the max rating on that guy. That's 184 is the max rating on that guy. That guy goes up to 259. Guys, that is a potentially diamond. That is a potentially diamond red deer. Let's see what we got here. Red deer. No, 251.07 is diamond for them. 251.07. So, yeah, he is potentially diamond, but, I mean, it's going to be... Ooh, what's that? What was that? That was another one of them small, dinky guys. So, 251 on that guy. There's one right here in between all of them kind of smushed in there that I cannot quite mark because he's right behind his buddy. But you see what I'm talking about, though. There's that guy I'm looking at right now, the 213 to 259er. And then there's that bigger guy right next to him. If I could just spot the one I'm looking for here. God dang it. Let me spot you. Let me spot you. I need to see what your rating is. Oh my gosh, that one is up to diamond. I can't really tell which one I like more. I think that one on the right might still be the better one. There we go. That'll make it spottable. We can spot him that way. There we go. There we go. 239, and that guy's 259. We're going to get that guy right there. We got to get down. We got to get down. We got to get down. Duck like I'm telling you to, for crying out loud. I am clearly telling him to duck. All right, how much time do we got? We're going to crawl while we look at the time on that need zone. That time is till 10 o'clock. We are running out of time. We have maybe like 4 minutes real time. Oh, look at him, though. Look at that guy. I can't tell which one's better. That one's higher rated, but that one looks better. Guys, I can't really tell. I mean, it seems like the bottom left one is the better deer, but it's so hard to tell. I can't tell if that's because he hasn't, like, I can't tell if his tines look smaller because they're more individualized and split off. Those are both mythical deer, but I think the one on the right might be the better deer. Oh my gosh, guys, look at these guys. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that one on the right is going to be what we take. We're going to get up to about 75 on it if we can before we run out of time. We're trying to get more of a broadside look at him. We don't want to walk through this though. We're going to make sure that we keep an eye on him. Come on now. They have different styles of antlers, and some of them have thicker bases than others, you know? And that's what's really making me wonder what to do here. And of course, Hank has to show up here and... All right, this is going to be our shot right here, guys. This is going to be our shot. We're going to take that one on the right. We're absolutely going to take that one on the right, but it's going to have to be with a polymer tip. We're going to have to hurry up and do this. And he should be down. He should absolutely be down. That is a good red deer spot right there. We're going to screenshot that, save that for later. Or better yet, I'm just going to take that. Yeah, we're going to do that. We'll do that. We'll do the screenshot. All right, let's hope we see a good blood splatter here. That was good placement, and that does look like a vital organ shot. So let's see what we get, guys. This is without a doubt a PB because the minimum rating on this is higher than the last personal best we got with Mrs. Mecca the other day. So this is 1,000% a PB. Mrs. Mecca got, like I said, we haven't gotten too many good ones. So Mrs. Mecca got a 208, which, you know, I mean, that's a gold, right? It's a solid gold, but it's not anywhere near diamond. We might have just gotten our first diamond red deer. Probably not. I'm thinking from the look of his antlers, but let's hope we can get lucky and hope. We do not care about you, Sambar. Let's go ahead and reload, actually. right. We heard the call, but we don't see where the call is coming from. There he is. There he is, guys. A personal best. He's not that fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see what he is. 227. He is a personal best, and it doesn't look like it. I'm not gonna lie, guys, and I don't mean to sound picky with that. He just doesn't look that magnificent like that. It's a very normal looking rack on him. But hey, we will take it. We will absolutely take it. Let's get Google Docs going here, and let's get that jotted down. 227.89. That's what we got written down. So here we are. Best trophies, our current best red deer, which looks better than that red deer, but is not somehow, is 203. Which, guys, I have no idea what to make of this. That I'm very happy about it. I don't mean to sound just plain old unhappy about it, but it's crazy to me. Crazy to me that is our best red deer, and that's just such a normal looking set of antlers on him. They don't really look that crazy. What's going on, Limp? Yo, bro, we totally have to play this one together one day. Heck yeah, we do. I love this one. I absolutely love this one, dude. If you have Call of the Wild Man, oh gosh, dude, I love it to death. I have like Google Docs made with like tables and charts for all the maps and animals and stuff. We definitely got to tear this up some. We did just get a PB. We did just get a personal best on the red deer. He doesn't look like a personal best. That's the part that's getting me. He doesn't look like it, but that's okay. We'll take him. Got a nice little lung shot right there. We're using a 243, so we barely got the penetration needed. And that was with a polymer tip. We just barely got that lung, but we're carrying a 243 and skipping straight up to a 338. Those are the rifles. So let's taxidermize him for $7,000. Boom. And hey, I'll take it. It's a PB, We got to get 14 pigs. We got one. Let's see here. How is Limpid doing today? We also got to play some Fall Guys again sometime soon. That was a good time. That was a really good time. We're going to have him search for some feral pig, if he will be so kind as to find us 13 more of them. Got a hog deer? Is that a hog deer? Fallow deer. All right, we're only going to bow hunt things if they are, Dude, I love this game too, man. I love this game so much. We got a diamond crocodile last time we were on. We have a handful of diamonds. Our best trophy is a really good one. I'll give you a hint. It's a diamond, but it's a rare diamond for people to get. That's for sure. Sneaking. Okay, Hank is sneaking up on this fallow deer that we're going to try to get a bow shot on so we don't spook any of the nearby pigs. Ooh. Ooh, oh, no. Okay, we got some camouflage right where we're at. Hank, no, Hank, lay down. Hank, lay down. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right. Traveling, but alert. Oh, they're right behind the rock. Of course he's going to go right behind the rock. Okay, he can see us a little bit too well. All right, he's gonna make this difficult. He's without a doubt gonna make this difficult. So let's spray down. Let's spray down. I actually bought this game for 2 of my buddies, but they had no patience and kept scaring everything away. Oh man, that sucks. I hate to hear that. It is a good one. It is a really good one. I can relate on running out of patience with this game with certain things, but I'd like to think I'm not too bad at it. I had a buddy who played it with me, but he never could make enough money. Neither one of us could at that time make enough money. And, you know, we'd just be getting the money from kills only. We didn't really look into challenges and missions. And then I found out about missions, like storyline missions and how much they pay. And I was like, all right, I'm starting to make some. And one time I told him, I was like, bro, I got 20 grand. And he was like, dude, high roller over here. And, hello, come on now. Yes. So anyway, but then I realized that if you do the daily and weekly challenges and you do them efficiently, I guess I should say, then yeah, you get much more. I do self-imposed challenges like pistol only and under 15 feet. Yep. Those are fun. I would love, in fact, if I can get enough people in my community gathered up, we will absolutely host a community game of Call of the Wild Wednesday, because we can do regular challenges that way too. We'll take $1,100 to make up for that trophy we just taxidermized earlier. Oh, hey, look at that. Look at that. Just out of the blue right there. We're hunting our way northwest quietly with a bow so that we can get some need zones for feral pig. That chick is going to be... I'm not going to bother with her because I don't feel like taking the time to bow hunt a fox right now while looking for 13 more pig. So let's get Hank on the job. Foxes piss me off. Not gonna lie, they spook so easy. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. Pardon me, I'm eating my usual oatmeal with the first stream. It's actually my second bowl of oatmeal today, and the first one was huge too. Where is Hank going? Where is Hank going? He's supposed to help hunt in the direction that I'm leading him. Okay, well, at least he told us something was here. Hello. It's a little baby red deer. He's tiny little guy. We're going to call in this red deer real quick because he's going to be a better payday than some of the others. He's nervous and drinking. That's glitched out. That is as glitched out gets, dude. That is not him drinking. Look at that. What is he drinking? Grass? I mean, what is this guy drinking? And hunted a piebald fox all across the map to have despawn as I pull my scope. Oh my gosh, dude. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't mess around with foxes too much either. But honestly, I don't usually trophy hunt as much as you would think I would having a trophy hunting game. Because I usually find myself doing challenges for money. I have so many stands and everything right now. It's ridiculous. And we usually try to make about 20, 30 grand a day if we can. Now that's like, you know, maxing out our daily amount, but still. What do we got over here? There's something over here. Okay. Sandbar, whatever. You know, there's that guy. So many things near us, but we need feral pigs and we need a lot of them. So this might turn into a Mississippi Acres type of hunt. Honestly, it could. We could tag that fox with this 243 we got, but I really don't feel like losing another animal for a female fox. Okay. All right. We're just going to call in some sambar and some sambar, however you say it. I'm going to call this stuff in nice and close. Oh, he is. Oh, Lee is definitely unhappy. We're going to do sambar first and then red deer, and we're going to slowly back up. I have 0 trophy animals. I plan on taxidermy skills. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see here. Okay, he is way calmer than I thought he was going to be. That's for sure. We got a bunch of sambar, whatever. back there. And we got a perfect win for killing all these guys. So let's go ahead and do that. I am going to take advantage of it simply because 14 pigs might not be very doable in a 2-hour stream with 30 minutes left of that 2-hour stream, right? But we will hunt what is here for the remaining challenge. That's definitely closer to 60. Yep. Okay. As soon as he gets into about 40, honestly, as soon as he sits still, even if he was at 50, 60, we've got a 70-meter bow shot. Well, at least we got the vital on him. I had to try and tuck it right behind his little elbow. You know, is this your elbow or is this your elbow? But we're going to wait for a sambar to come on in. We might call in something else like a hog deer. Because we do have some hog deer in the area as well. Sambar first and then hog deer. We're probably just going to hunt whatever the heck we come across right now because we got 30 minutes left. That's not going to be enough time for a weekly challenge. To answer your question, I'm actually at work on my lunch break right now. There you go. There you go. Hopefully lunch is going good. Glad you decided to. I tried to plan this for a lunchtime stream. I really do. I tried to plan this for a lunchtime stream. So hopefully lunch is good and well timed and work is going good today for you, bro, Chacho. Good to know. Good to know the schedule is lining up. Hank, my guy, you're gonna have to lay down. Well, here they come. Here they come. There's a little hog deer right there. Hog deer are class 3. We're good to go on that. Hank is getting sick of waiting. Oh, let's go. Let's go. You see the lead on that, guys? You see the lead on that? That's twice today that we've led them while they're walking in just instant. And of course, they're all like class 3 and 4 animals, but still, I'm happy with it. I try to take lunch anywhere between 11 and 1 sometimes. I just get too busy. I don't even take lunch. God dang. Been there, but that's for me, dude, as much as I eat, I used to not eat a whole lot. Nowadays, I would get hangry. But I got married again, and this one likes to fatten me up. She likes to fatten me up. I'm sure the whole, sedentary lifestyle thing is definitely not helping any, but my goodness, even before that, she was just, it was after that. It was after that. But still, my wife loves to fatten me up, dude. It is crazy. I weighed in at 168 for my fight when this all happened. Of course, that was after cutting some weight, but guys, we're up to like 213 when we wake up in the morning now. It's crazy. The opposite of my house, I fatten my wife. There you go. Oh, what's that? How is that sandbar not coming? They're just barely too far. Check this out. Check out the best call in the game. Please tell me we have it. Please tell me we don't. We don't have the best call in the game. Gosh dang it. The mouth caller, the green mouth call for deer can reach 500 meters and last a minute and a half. Gravy! What's going on, Gravy? Welcome to the show. We are murking some animals. We just got done dropping this little female hog deer wherever she went. Where'd she go? Where was she when I shot her? Gosh dang it. I think she's right behind that rock. Yeah, she's like right behind that rock. Something like that. Can we see her little leg or something sticking out? No. Yeah, we shot her right at about 40 something. She should be right here in front of us. Yep, there she is. There she is. She dead, bro. D-E-D dead. We got some sambar that are just barely outside of this call's range. So I tell you what we're actually going to do. We're actually going to put this call right out at about, we got two here. We got a red deer and that. But we're going to put this call right down here, where hopefully we have a 75-ish meter shot. We're going to mark that. We're going to mark that bush right there for reference. Should show the kill spot on your map if you bring it up. Yep. The pressure, the very, very, very limited pressure. We got 53 meters here. I'm going to put it right on this downward slope on this hill at about somewhere around 70, 75 meters. If I can get that far and still have a clean look, which I will. And then we're just going to go walk a little faster than this. Mating call. Okay, we're going to put it a little bit more over here then, for crying out loud. Okay, we'll put it right here. Right where this hog deer will want to come to it. I should go grab that red deer. Oh, no. Sandbar on the way. Sandbar on the way. Ah, dang it. We spooked it. Ah, dang it. Oh, hey. Through the keister? Through the keister? Nope. Right in the neck. That was the neck. Ah, man. I thought she's gonna... Ooh, I thought she was gonna be a little bit more movable. Thought she's gonna be more mobile. Right in the butt. Why? Oh, my. Why would I do that? How's that a class 7 animal, for crying out loud? All right. We're just gonna grab what we got. We spooked enough. We'll grab what we got. We'll fast travel more northwest for those pigs we're looking for. We might not get 14 of them, but, you know, we're making our money. I'm not going to worry about spooking anything. All right, let's see here. Hog deer, 120 out. Come on now. Little female hog deer. That was a dude that was calling just a second ago. But I'm really not too worried about hog deer either. All right. I'm not going to worry too much about this sandbar. I'm going to go check and see if there are vitals or whatever, but we're really ready to get moving to this area up here. We're really ready to get up here. But hey, you know, I mean, so far, I don't think we're missing any money. We spent quite a bit. Who cares about you, Fox? Who cares about you? We're missing a little bit from spending some on taxidermizing, but we're not any lesser than what we walked in with, so we're doing all right. Have you ever played their fishing game, The Angler? I have watched people play it a little bit, looked at it repeatedly. I just haven't actually gotten around to it. I might actually add it to the Call of the Wild Wednesday calendar whenever I'm able to play for more than a couple hours at a time. That would be nice. Oh, we did get her. Okay, I was like, that was close to the neck. That was way too close to the neck, but it ended up with a double lung instead. And we did shoulder shoot her, but like I said, those arrows got massive penetration. So, all right, guys, let's see. We have a northeast wind headed southwest, obviously. That's one thing that got me too, is sometimes I'll say we have a northeast wind. The wind for hunters, you guys, when someone says the wind is a northeast wind, they mean it's coming from the northeast. But for some reason, me and everybody and their dog always feels like that means where it's going. Sandbar is alarmed. We're going to shoot him with this real quick. We're going to shoot him with a 338 if he shows his face. You think we should shoot him in the head? Just kidding. I'm just getting way too... Yeah, he's leaving. I'm getting way too creative with this, you guys, just because I'm so used to doing challenges that if I come across an animal that is not a challenge animal, my mentality is Probably not the correct one. Let's get a quick long shot on this here fox. What is it? 159, just about 150-ish. Yeah, 158. We should be able to get just barely closer, use a 243 and call that good. Oh no, come on. Stand back up. Stand back up. We are going to switch to the soft point and try and see if we can not mess this up. Try and do a Texas heart shot. I don't know what a Texas heart shot is. Are you talking about from the rear end or something? Is that what a Texas heart shot is? What type of shot you think we can get right here, guys? What do you think we can get right there with it laying down, huh? You think we can do it? You think we can do it? Okay, we will switch back to a polymer tip, get the 8 to 16 times scope out. Is where you shoot Texas heart shots, where you shoot them through the ass and hit the heart. Yep. I cuss, guys. Gosh dang it, limp it. I'm joking. I try not to cuss. I have had a horrible time of not cussing. Oh no, we missed entirely. Oh man. Why? Oh my goodness. And Limp, I'm joking about the cussing stuff. I try to stop doing it myself, you know, especially, you know, just trying to represent myself as well as possible, make it a good habit. But please don't think that I'm being too much of a turd about that. I'm just being a little ornery, joking around. If you would have seen me a few months ago on a Rocket League trying to not cuss, that's how you would know. I just need to learn the difference between curses and the anatomy. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think the word ass used to represent donkey, not so much your butt cheeks. I think that's the actual the non-slander or non-slang I don't know, the non-slang term for it. Just like dam, like building a dam for a river. Like none of those are cuss words. And if any kids, I literally have friends from church whose kids followed me on here. And I have been doing really well at watching my language with or without streaming, you know, doing a lot better at it. It's a hard habit to break. But if I swear, if people hop on here right now and hear me explaining the difference between like the proper word of the use ass and damn and like bitch, you know, which means a female. Is it a female pregnant dog or is it just a female dog? I think it's a female pregnant dog or something like that is what the bitch word properly means. But my parents, growing up, they wouldn't really cuss either. And then whenever they would read something from like the Bible or talk about like, you know, stuff on TV or whatever, you know, whenever you hear that proper usage of the word, you know, like a water dam and things like that. Read these sentences in your head and stop reading here. That was effing awesome. That is an amplification use of curse words, not actually cursing anything. What? Oh my gosh. That is a attacking curse word. That is where it gets bad and wrong. I use mine as amplification. Okay. Oh my gosh. An amplification use of a curse word. That is definitely a new one to me. Oh no. Yep. They're going to spook. They're going to super spook. Oh my gosh. You're using them to express yourself, not to attack people. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, that's, you know, and that's a big thing too, is like to curse someone doesn't necessarily mean to use a quote unquote cuss word either. So back in the day, for sure, the applicable definition of it, or really the more strict definition of it, was definitely if you're using it incorrectly. It was definitely like taking a word and using it incorrectly. But yeah, profane is to disrespect something. Curse is definitely to, you know, wish harm upon something. So yeah. But to cuss, I think people used to have a different definition of that. It's fun talk for me. It's definitely fun talk for me. Read these. I'm reading them out loud still, too. It's not actually cursing anything. It is statistically proven that people who use curse words have higher intelligence and higher threshold for pain simply stating we are better. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think that correlation would be the reason why. But if that's the case, I'm a freaking genius who has just somehow become dumber in the last 3 months. You guys were looking at Albert Einstein, who reverted backwards. If that is the case, yep. All right, let's see here. I definitely know more hardened, tougher, rough and tough type of people. Definitely the pain tolerance part for sure makes sense. There's also statistics that are flat dumb, but I know you're joking. I know you're joking. I have heard some statistics though on that subject, guys. There are some statistics that are interesting to listen because some of them are just like completely wild and not the proper context. It's more of a correlation than a cause. There is a statistic that proves higher intelligence for people who procrastinate more, right? You give yourself you ever give yourself a drive-by challenge on this where you just all around on four-wheelers and then jump off and spook something out in front of you and just shoot it real quick? That's fun to do. I don't purposely do that very much. If I get that impatient, I will do it. But that's for me, that's usually when I get when I'm new to a map. So whenever I'm very new to a map, and the first thing I set out to do is get all of the lookouts and as many of or all of the houses as I feel like in one possible long session. Let's go down to here. Let's go down to here. Wait, let's look at the wind. Okay, like a northeast wind. We can still make that work. We just want to go as far left as possible, far west as possible from here up to that lake. But I do all right, let's see here. Let's see here. Got sidetracked there, guys. Got sidetracked. I'm trying to think. The time of day right now, the time of day is not lining up actually with. Yeah, see, 6 to 10 and then 14 to 20 is their feeding time. And they drink very early in the morning, which is obvious, but gosh dang it. Northwest Lakes, a key hotspot early in the morning. North Middle River and tea fields. Okay, let's see here. God dang. I love whenever you look up on Google, like where on the map to find pigs, and they always highlight it, but they'll highlight like all of the map. So I'm sitting there thinking we're going to find something more specific. Where feral pig drink coast is Emerald Coast. So I don't need to know where their drink zones are, but I tell you what, we are going to have to do this the way I don't want to, guys. We are absolutely going to have to do this with like the 0 to 3 thing. We're going to have to do some nighttime hunting. The good news is we already have that lined up with our equipment. We have the right equipment for nighttime hunting. I don't like doing nighttime hunting. Let's figure this out real fast. All right, we're going to switch the time to 0, 0, 100, 0, 0, 0, 100, 0, 0, 0, 0. I'm trying to look at this image. I'm trying to pull up this image so I can get this to do what I want. There we go. Okay, yeah. So these northwestern, this whole area running up to the northwestern thing. It's going to be perfect, guys, because this river goes from the central area, but it curves up just like it does. Well, guess what? That wind is coming from a northeast angle, which means it's going to be cutting down. This wind is going to be following the opposite direction. This thing's curving northwest. The wind is coming from northeast. We can hunt this entire river all the way from here on up to here and get 14 pigs. So we're actually going to go over here, though, and change the time. We're going to change the time from down here first. Maybe not, though. I'm trying to plan this out, guys, where we can still somehow pull off, like, like maybe 5, 6 pigs before the stream is over with. We'll see here. Let's see here. So you said you can only stream for 2 hours at a time. Is that just for the whole day? So that is not for the whole day. The whole day's limit is supposed to be about 4 hours. That's what the guideline, ish time is right now until like we hit like, 6 or 12 weeks out or whatever with this like tendon issue that we got going on here. So I will be doing 2 streams a day with usually about a minimum of 3 hours total for the day. But I'm Brotato, Call the Wild, all sorts of games that aren't too super hard on my hand. I'll do 4 hours, so minimum. So I'll do a 2-hour stream right now, which we're at like an hour and 50 something minutes, but I'll at least finish a few hunts here and call it. And then I'll be back on later today at the scheduled time on my Twitch, which for me is 6. But for you guys, it could be a little bit of a different time. But yeah, I'll be back on for 2 hours later on today and may or may not have the kiddo with me to do some more hunting then. But let's get this stuff started. We need to start this at probably around, we'll give ourselves like 60 seconds maybe to get there. Who knows? Something like that. Central time. Okay. Yep. So it should be the same for you. So yeah, it will be Call of the Wild for the second stream today, but I always, right now, while this is going on, I always do 2 streams. The first one is always that day's theme. So like potato or whatever it is. The second one is or is not, so like Thursday, for example, tomorrow we do Thrustmaster, like flight stick, the flight stick games. I only do that for the first half of the day because as much as I love that, there's only so much I can fly around before I decide to kind of switch it up a little bit. So we still have that perfect wind direction, and it is very early in the morning. So we're going to get our nighttime scope going. We're going to put Hank up potentially. No, we'll keep him out. We're in solo player. He shouldn't ruin it for us. He shouldn't be too bad. But we're going to see how many pigs we can shoot beyond 75 meters. Oh, that's right. Beyond 75 meters, we are going to put him up. We're absolutely going to put him up. He's not going to sit there and point for him 75 meters out from us. He is... Okay, where's the door here? He is absolutely going to be useless at that distance. So let's get him put back up in the kennel. We got Akamaru and Hank. And let's see what we can do right here. We're going to start. Okay. We're going to start somewhere around right here. And we're going to follow this river constantly. All the way up. It's going to be, there we go. There's our nighttime scope. It's going to be nothing but the Ranger 243 polymer tips, more than likely for the whole round of it. But we're going to see how many of these guys we can kill from beyond 75 at night. Very foggy, which we hate because that makes it even less clear. That's all right, though. That's just part of it. It's actually not too hard to see right now. Yeah, we don't care about no access here. This river is where all these feral pigs are going to be at this exact time, too. We have the entire length of the map, basically, for this thing. So, if I spook 1 or 2 on the way there, I don't really care. Especially if they're not pigs. I'm just going to make sure that I don't keep running as soon as I get on the water. So, let's see here. I will say I did finally get back to doing a little bit of extra play, like, a little bit of Battlefield on like a daily basis. Not completely daily, but I played it Sunday. I played it a little bit, I think, Monday and Tuesday. I know I did Tuesday as well. And then I kind of pushed my hand a little bit too far and kind of flared the problem back up. There's that fox. We're not really concerned about any of that. We just want to get to this water. I take it back, as foggy as it is right now, that must just be the aesthetic of this map. Because unlike Hirschfelden, This is extremely visible through these nighttime goggles. Hirschfelden has fog so much at night that you might as well not have nighttime gear. We got from 0 to 3, but we're already at like 30. So we got, what is it, 2.5 hours of game time, which is a quarter of that in real time. So, like 35 minutes. A little over 35 minutes, something like that. See, this is starting to get kind of thick. Kind of hard to see. But this is great. This is exactly what we want, guys. The right place, the right time. Now we just got to follow it northwest. We just kind of scope it out as we go. Hog deer. All right. All right. Okay. I'm not really seeing nothing left or right, so we're definitely going to start following it left immediately. I'm not going to sit here any longer than I have to with as much time as we have left. But if I can stay right on the bank. I was really hoping they would be more across or to my right. But as open as it is, we should be able to get the jump on them pretty much anywhere. Let's see here. Let's see how we do. It's raining. Oh, I'm using spray too, but I'm spray painting. There you go. Spray paint. I haven't used spray paint barely since I was in tech ed. Tech ed at school. That's about the only thing I've ever spray painted in my life is just a bunch of wood cars. A bunch of little CO2 cars. I've seen some people, we've all probably seen those people online who can make wonderful pieces of art with spray paint. And that is just crazy to me how creative they get. There's a red fox feed zone that we just got. We'll take that gladly. Well, there's a lot of rust that I cleaned up on this knack box and just applying some primer to give it some resistance to future damage. Yep. Are we this? Okay. All right. We're here. I'm not going to cross. I'm not looking to do that, but let's get out of the water a little bit. So this river definitely should have some drinking at it. The question just is, you know, how far northwest do we have to go for us to find that? Let me double check on the map. Oh yeah, we should be in Feral Pig Central right now. 0 to 3. This is right where a lot of their drinking zone is. Multi-talented, right? Oh man, I definitely Definitely wish I could get back to painting more, but lifting my hands or engaging my shoulders or anything like that too much, and just the posture of it, even with proper posture, holding your hands up that long, stuff like that, the connection with my, you know, your neck to your shoulders and stuff makes it brutal for me. I haven't been able to paint in years. Oh, you have no idea. I was doing demo on a room earlier today, 10 later, and I'll be installing some rails on a 2026 Chevy Silverado. There you go. There's our pigs, guys. There's our pigs. Okay. Finally. We should probably cross here, but that's not gonna give me the angle I want. But here we are. We finally have the code cracked for the pigs. All we got to do is get beyond 75. So what I'll probably do is shoot them at like 76 to 80 while sighted in for 75. But they're all calm so far. We just got to keep making our way. Swinging it a little bit wide left. And pigs, I believe, do have a very good sense of smell, right? Right. Feral pigs, excellent hearing and smell. Yep. So... here we go. All right, guys. We're at least going to be able to get a second pig done. Oh, these ones are going to be perfect. Which one do we want to take out? We got a 32 to 63 on that dude. A 48 to 78 on that chick. 63 to 93, okay. Okay, so that's the highest rated one so far that we see. Is that dude right there at 150. Let's see. 85, 57, 89. All right. We can come back here repeatedly if we need to, but the problem is that doing that gets very, very, very expensive. It gets very expensive real quick. So we have a very small window that they're here. We're just going to go ahead and say polymer tip right here, probably. We're going to get a little bit further to the right and just do a polymer tip right here from 150-ish. We're going to sight in for 150. Let's see how we do right here. 142, 143. Okay. That's our guy. This is good. This is pretty well good. Please tell me we do have the polymer tip. Yes, we do. Okay. All right. That should have made it. The polymer tip should be able to get through there. Yep, it did. It did. I was about to say, unless we just went perfectly into his scapula, that should have been Dunsky's. So, let's see if we can cross. Yep, we can. All right, guys. Hey, check it out. We finally got another one of them pigs we've been after this whole time. Let's go. God dang. They're not particularly hard. If you see them, you know, at a good distance to get a good shot on. I don't think their senses are that attuned. They're not a high difficulty animal, other than their times and their need zones are just, for some reason, challenging for me to find. Other than right here at midnight. All right, let's see here. So we'll probably get like, what, 3 or 4 going up this thing before we run out of time. If we're lucky. We are using the 243, which is not a very powerful gun. It can ethically kill them, but, you know, we didn't bring the Zarza. We didn't bring the 308. We probably should. Probably should. Honestly, I might want to trade that out here in a minute, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll take it. 711 bucks. And that's another one down, guys. 12 to go. 12 to go. It's going to be a long weekly challenge for us. It is. We're a little over 2 hours now, but I'm going to keep going and just try to not use my hand. I'm going to try and auto walk a little bit. see if we can't get a couple more of these guys going. Ugh. I would like to cross back over, though, because I don't want to be on the upwind side of the river. I would prefer quite the opposite. Good thing is with these binos, we can see them well ahead of time, so we can make good time. All right, let's see here. We got some fallow deer ticked at us. We're not even gonna come close to stopping for that though, guys. We are gonna keep trucking along very quickly for these pigs. 30 minutes is not a lot of time to hunt a line that goes halfway across the map. I'll tell you that much. That's not a lot of time. But if we can get at least 6 total for this stream, then I think when we come back for the second stream, if the wife and kiddo don't feel like playing, they might join us, they might not, then we will at least be able to finish the weekly challenge, get another 12 grand in our pocket, and call that good. It's not too bad for one day's hunting. Let's see here. More, hallow. I was gonna say fallow hog, hallow deer. No, hog deer. Good news is even if we do run too fast and spook them, which we're probably not going to, we're going to see them ahead of time. Good news is that we're just going to be able to walk up there and grab their need zone, and we'll know exactly where they're at for round 2. The scouting of this is actually way more important for the second stream than actually getting those first 5, 6 pigs out of the way. And we might have to try Mississippi Acres at some point today too, guys. That is a map that we've hopped on for like half of a freaking stream one time, and we hopped on it for like less than an hour, and we haven't been there since. There's a lot of feral pig on Mississippi Acres. Fling, who cares? Who cares? One thing I'm gonna do, guys, so I do have like my little table charts that I've drawn up with all the info on like difficulty for animals, what class they are, what type of senses they have that are good, you know, what's their strength and weaknesses, at what point are they diamond, you know, stuff like that. I got all that written down. I'm actually going to make a laminated little binder full of every single animal's information. It's going to show a picture of the map that they're on, or all the maps that they're on if I have to, right? And it's going to have a pretty detailed description of all of them with pictures of the animal, each map, the locations and when for each need zone. We are going to become absolutely perfect at playing this game that way. Because the weekly challenges, the daily challenges, none of them stand a chance if you already know where all the animals are before you even buy the map. If you know when and where they are, then it's going to be way more beneficial. I tried doing it without looking up the habits of each type of animal, but there's not really a whole lot of game information beyond just the initial campaign, like story mode of each map that explains where the animals are. The problem with that is there's no way to go back and find that information again, you know, as far as I'm aware. Like if you want to know where all the bear and moose are on Layton Lake, they'll tell you all of that through the process of doing the missions. But if you do those missions and you get done with it, most of those missions don't really have that pertinent information just saved for you to refer back to. It's kind of just, you know, better hope you remember. And when you have like, what, 10, 15 maps probably? There are YouTube videos for all of that. As far as I've been aware, I don't really think there's any that are missing. But We also could do our own YouTube videos of it because there's mostly a bunch of images on Facebook, believe it or not. A lot of the images, the people who are highlighting where the animals go, they're at different times of the day. Like they'll snapshot the map and do a little highlighter. I'm finding that to be on Facebook quite a bit, actually, which is weird. Not too weird, just not quite what I would expect. But yeah, we could do our own videos on that, actually. I mean, we are going to be the ones who have like all the info on them saved. I'm going to use Canva. If I have to, I'll use Canva to make like a presentation for each one, because that's what's going to go into the binder is a bunch of stuff we print off and put in laminated pages with color and all that stuff. So it's very tempting actually to start doing some videos on that every week, and maybe we'll get some people interested in our channel. The only hesitancy I have for that is this is the 2021 edition of the game. The game's been out since 2017, and there's likely going to be a point where, first of all, we're at somewhere near the end of this game's life, like not right at the end of it, I would say, but I don't know how many more years this game is going to have before they maybe come out with a sequel. More pigs. There we go. More feral pigs. They're attentive though, so we're gonna slowly let them have a second. But yeah, so I'm just not sure how many people are still gonna be looking for that stuff that it hasn't already been covered, and how many people are currently still discovering the game. But obviously though, there's a lot of people still finding and downloading this game and falling in love with it. So it still could be a good video to make. Okay, so we got all this up here. We're going to take the best pig that we can find each time. So that's, we got that 80, that boy right there for 86. None of those are super fantastic. 79, 118 right there in front of us. 118. Our best pig, you guys, our best feral pig is our best feral pig. Let's see here. We don't have a best feral pig. Okay. We don't got one. So, I don't love the idea of shooting them in the head on, only because their skull is always in the way. It's just so perfectly in the way. But we will take our time if we have to, and we will swing all the way around here to 75 meters south, if that's what it's going to take. And we will get our first wall hanger for feral pigs. Now you guys know that I absolutely do taxidermize every personal best, and I write them all down in a list on my computer so that I can see while I'm hunting. And so if it is ever a personal best, it'll instantly be taxidermized if it is at least gold and record breaking for me. So like that red deer we got earlier was it was a 220 something rated red deer. Diamond is somewhere in the 240s, high like high 240s. But god dang, we have to shoot this guy from beyond 75 meters. We're gonna have to shoot this window, guys. We are actually gonna have to shoot this window right here, if we can. We have to shoot him beyond 75 meters, but this is gonna be a tight window. That might work. That might work. I don't love shooting that right there with a 243 because the penetration on is going to be very lacking, but that front shoulder shot right there is going to be what I'm going to look at. I'm going to look if I can take this guy out right there in that front shoulder, just like that. And I think with a polymer tip, that's going to get it's going to get the penetration we need. Let's go, guys. Let's go. All right, we are getting it done one need zone at a time. When we come back for the second stream today, we are absolutely going to be doing some more pig hunting, as long as Mini Mecca is not joining us. If she's joining us, we may or may not still do it. I don't know. Will also kind of depend on what game she wants to play. She did discover Fall Guys, so she's really excited about Fall Guys. All right. Blood trail not apparent so far. The initial shot, but it is definitely dead. It went down more than fast enough with that cruddy old 243 shot. Just no initial blood trail because of the the water. Sure enough, you can find their turds in the water, but you can't find their blood. All right, let's see here. I know his blood trail. Unless I'm just not far enough. We got to find his blood trail. This is driving me crazy. All I need is just one splat of blood. And making sure he didn't go on the left side of the river. There is that guy right there. This is, nope, this is currently not him. Okay. God dang, dude, where is his blood trail? Where is that thing? If you're looking for a game to play and it's free on Xbox, look into Deceit 2. It's like a mix of Dead by Daylight meets Among Us. Really? Really? That is interesting. I loved Dead by Daylight. Or wait, no. Is that the zombie game? Is that the zombie game, or is that that's the murder game everybody's playing right now? What's that old-fashioned zombie game that everybody was playing on 360 back in the day? Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead. I don't know why I'm mixing those two up. They're not even similar, but Dead by Daylight, that is one that I've seen a lot of people streaming and getting into. Guys, where is this freaking pig? There's no way we're gonna have to go get Hank for this pig. We shot him right here, so we're probably just a little short of where we actually need to be. Oh my gosh. There we go. Where's the initial shot? Where's the initial shot? I don't think it's going to give us the initial shot, but I do think we can find him anyway. Oh God, he's just right over here. Okay, yeah. There we go. $107.77. By golly. All right. 107.77 on a male feral pig. That'll give us some kind of starting point. I think I might have another one and just forgot to write it down, but we're going to go ahead and taxidermize him just in case. Might have been a hog or boar, wild boar. So here we go. 4,000 bucks lost, 855 gained. So, you know, counteracts it a little bit. We're going to get at least one more going. I'm probably going to need to grab some ice, guys. I'm probably going to need to grab some ice, but we're going to keep going as long as I don't have to use this too much, right? That's the benefit of this game. Is just the auto walking feature. But I tell you what, guys, I'm going to pop... Ooh, what's that? Another feral pig zone. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right. If I could see that one right behind him, that'd be great. But who cares? We can get it done this way. Okay. All right. All right. This one doesn't look like any of these are going to be a PB. Oh, he might be. He might be. Okay. Yep. Let's swing a little wide over here and take another 75-meter downwind shot and rinse and repeat. That does sound interesting. Deceit 2. Where was he? He was just to the right of that guy, I thought. Yeah, something like that. No, not that one. Not that one. There we go. There we go. Are they just going to keep turning toward us as we try to hunt them? Their hearing and smell is where their strengths lie, not really in their sight. So we can absolutely afford to kind of half-stick jog it. In fact, that's going to help us a little bit. If I keep swinging wide enough. Hello. Fleeing. No. No, no. We scared one of his girlfriends. Alert. Okay, he's not leaving yet. He's not leaving yet. Okay, that's too close though. That's 70. We have to get back to 75. 75 plus. Okay, he's that's perfect. If I can just make sure and get him right there before he moves. No, that's a bad shot. He moved right when I was going to shoot. No. Oh my God, guys, that's aggravating. That's aggravating. I shouldn't have taken that shot. I saw him move like a millisecond like after I decided to squeeze the trigger. God dang. All right, that's all right though. Honestly, we might be able to get him on the run. I'm not gonna lie. We might be able to get him on the run, but let's not get too crazy with it. We got the need zone. We can come back for him next time. Just the absolute perfect time to move. And I was in such a rush that I wasn't going to try and let it go. I knew he wasn't going to sit there long, but god dang. At least we got the need zone. Oh, man. What we're probably going to do, guys, I tell you what, let me, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to be right back. I've got to go to the other room for just a minute or two, and I'll be right back. I'm going to let Mecha, I'm going to let good old Camo Mecha take over for me. If in fact he will. There we go. Boom. Boom. All right, guys. It might be just a minute or two, but I'm going to be right back to finish up some more hunting this river of pigs. I'll see you guys here shortly. Alrighty then. Here we go. We are back. Let's get some more pig hunting on the way. Thank you, Camo Mecca. We got the ice pack. We got the ice pack. My wife got me this wonderful ice pack from Walgreens. Well, we kind of both went and picked it up together, but we're looking for good options. And man, this thing, it doesn't hold itself on you very super well. I'm not going to lie. These little shoulder parts kind of keep it on there, but if you can lay back with it, it's a good one. It is definitely a good one. So let's see what we can do right here. I'm going to see if I can sit up and lean back just a little bit more in my chair to also kind of help with it. And we'll keep the hunt a-going. Got plenty of time right here. This is working. This is working, but let's lean back. There we go. There we go. Okay, this should work. This should do. See if I can scoot up any more at all. That way I'm not too far away from the screen or the mic. Here we go. This will work. Should still be audible, I hope. Might put the mic over here a little bit, but that's going to make it more. Boom. Boom. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Pulling itself away. Right about there. Right about there. Okay. I hate how close that is in my hand, but thank you very much, Freya. Gravy and Freya. Let's go. I didn't even notice that both of you were here at the same time because the colors keep changing on me all the time for some reason. How's Freya doing? We are hunting pigs. We have to get 14 of them in one day. It's the whole week's challenge. It's the whole weekly challenge. We usually get the weekly challenge done on Call of the Wild Wednesday. Even if it does take both streams to do it, 2-hour streams or 2 3-hour streams, you know. But hey, guys, we are well on our way. Don't forget, though, we also are going to be coming back for part 2. It is scheduled and on my, you know what I'm talking about, on the purple platform. Good old Twitch. I try not to mention names too much or not too often, but you guys know what I'm talking about. That will show you guys the right time for your time zone, but it should be, yeah, 3.5 hours from now is going to be part 2. We're going to hang this up as soon as we get done with getting a few more pigs, and we'll be back for part 2 in about 3.5 hours. See if we can get all 14 of these pigs in one day. Whoop, we got some animals up ahead. I think I saw a red deer up there for just a second. Sandbar. That's a good sandbar, guys. We're going to take that. We are going to take that. I don't think that's a bad sandbar. Let's look and see what we got here. So he's 136 to 164. And our best sandbar, we don't really, okay, is 138. So that's a PB. We're going to go ahead and take that. Let me mark exactly where he's at. 260 to, so he's 290 out. Let's see if we can mark that. Nope, that's 314. 309. Come on. 269. Whatever. We'll call that good right there, guys. We're gonna make our way. He's not that good. I'll be honest. He's not that great. We haven't gotten too many great sandbars, but catch you later. Oh, whoa. We do need these pig need zones worse than we need that sandbar. Okay, let's see here. We have to shoot 14 pigs from beyond, and they're alarmed. Okay, guys, this might be a change of plans. 120. Okay, there's no way you're still that ticked. There's no way you're still that ticked. We are very, very, very much not in your way now. We're going to go ahead and take this shot at this chick if we can, because none of them dudes are really that good anyway. Oh, they're going back. Guys, those are the same pigs. Those are the same pigs. So those are the same ones from earlier. So we're going to get that same guy should be there. Where is he? No, I'm not seeing him. Is that a separate group of pig? There was one that was rated like 110s, 120s, something like that. God dang. 86, 81. That's a decent female. They're 114 out. God dang, they are really hauling back to that spot. We got a perfect wind direction on them too. We might just take them and hope that that sandbar back there is still at least, even if he's not calm, at least not running away yet. God dang, this is going to be perfect, guys. 127. All we have to do is shoot 14 of them from beyond 75 meters. That's why it's a whole weekly challenge, but I think we can do that. Super bad timing, right? Super bad timing. Do we want to actually get 12 grand today with this weekly challenge, or do we want a slightly gold sandbar, you know, even though it is a personal best? I'm very confident that we will be able to get better sandbar without too much effort very soon if we ever do go hunt for that type of animal. So we're going to take this opportunity. I was about to say, that's got to be a mating call. That's got to be a mating call. Where are they going? That need zone was not that far. Oh, sure enough. 136, nice and calm. Their hearing and smell is their strength, you guys. So as long as we half stick it and don't use more than 2 bars of volume, we should be doing fine. God dang, when are they going to stop and drink? They're at the need zone just about. There we go. And it might be a brand new group because I'm not seeing that really good one. We're catching up on them though. Attentive. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Whatever, Rochacho. Guys, just stop and drink already, please. Okay, this is getting... They're going all the way back to that need zone, but we should be able to make that work. Mating call, okay. We could just call them in with the Fox Pro, but I really want to get a new... If they're going to a new zone, I want to get that new zone. It's not looking great though. So we're probably going to call them. We're just going to call them. God dang, they are really going. I want your need zone. Oh my goodness, give me your need zone. That's a good shot right there if they sit still long enough. All right, let's take it. Let's take it. Let's take it. Oh no, 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 no. No, right behind the tree, really? And we can't hold our breath because we've been running too much. Come on now. Come on now. If they would just stop moving. Run, run. He gonna kill you. Dude, they are going, man. They are not stopping. All right. Oh, we're going to have to call them in and try to shoot them before. Oh, no. Fleeing. Oh, no. Dude, I couldn't even see the dudes anymore. I thought they were a mile down the road. Oh, my goodness. We're doing this. We are doing this, guys. This is happening. Come on, deploy. There you go. There you go. Feral pig, please, feral pig. If any one of them is not fleeing with the herd, we are absolutely going to get this shot. I don't even care if they get closer than 75. They've already made it so difficult. They're going to die. Okay? They're going to be dead. Oh, no way, dude. See how fast they freaking take off? That's why I thought those dudes up ahead of those chicks were so far gone by now. Oh, yep, here we go. No, I don't want to take a picture of them. No, come on now. If you guys ever get stuck on this camera stuff that it does sometimes, just hold X, go back at a camera, do that once or twice if you have to, and then press like LB or whatever to switch back from your phone, and it'll get it out of that funk. They're still not even... Oh, he's heading our way. I think he's heading our way. Here we go, guys. You know, instead of 22s, they should give you a BB gun to shoot the smaller birds with to really crank up the difficulty for you, right? Did he just lay down? Did he just lay down? He did, didn't he? Oh, it's past 3. Okay, it's past 3. No wonder, you guys. It's past 3. No wonder they're not coming to this need zone. All right, let's see if we can make some magic happen here. Sneak up on these guys. Then what we're going to do is, honestly, we are probably going to go back to the house at the northwest side, reset the time backward 3 hours, and make our way from the northwest end down if we keep that same wind direction, because it works really good for either side. Middle on the way up or top left on the way back down to the middle. Such a weird call, isn't it? Isn't that such a weird call, the axis deer call? All right, guys, we're getting ready to get us another pig. It's going to be like our 3rd or 4th pig for out of 12. Now we could actually use having Hank here with us. We don't care about you, axis deer. Get on out of here. Get on out of here. Okay, lunch over. See you later. Peace, Mecca. All right, bro. Chacho Limp. We will catch you when we catch you, man. Have a good rest of your work day and a good rest of your day. All right, let's see here. Yeah. That's a decent axis deer, isn't it? 172 right there, and then 225. Guys, forget the pig. Forget the pig. Oh, that's dying. You're kidding me. You are absolutely kidding me. We missed that. I know we were sighted in for 75. Were we not? We weren't zeroed in. Why was it not zeroed in? We've had it zeroed in this whole time. Oh my gosh. It's probably because of that stupid freaking camera glitch. Oh man, it just cost us a PB. Oh, that was a PB. There's no way that wasn't a PB. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, guys. We just keep missing today. And we have no problem dropping these like trotting doe that we don't care about and heart shotting them on the run, for crying out loud. But when we see a PB, we just freaking whiff that shot every single time. Is that a term that you can use for that? Whiff? That's a rocket lead coming out of me. No organ sit at all. That's insane. That's absolutely insane, guys. All right, let's get back to the pig. Let's get back to the pig chasing. I know that the pig ran off for sure. There's no way they didn't. But we can at least find their need zone if we can find their trail again. Come on. Come on. Where was the pig? Where was the pig? Axis deer. He was just making sure. He was just making sure before he kept running. Freaking stopped, looked at us from 120 out and instantly took off. Feral pig, here we go. We are back on the trail, y'all. We are back on the trail. We got a perfect wind direction, or we would just be resetting the time right now anyway. We're getting some need zones, guys, that's for sure. We don't do a whole lot of 0 to 3 in the morning hunting without challenges. All right, let's mark that track right there. While we find this. That's a good bit of red deer right there, guys. That's 9 of them for that one need zone. Oh my God! Guys, we're like freaking 20 feet from him. Oh my gosh, we gotta carefully back up. Oh, guys, oh, they're just throwing me right now today. How are they not gone from that rifle shot? We walked right into their freaking front door. They're coming toward us right now, too. I don't like that. We are half stick backing up. If we can half stick back up just enough for them to calm back down, go back to sleep, and then enter eternal sleep via our 243, then we'll be good to go. But there, I could hear their footsteps getting close. They're checking us out. How are we going to get a 75 plus meter view at these guys? We're probably going to, the right shot angle would be all the way down there to the south, but I don't really feel like that. I'll be honest, because we're just so right here. Oh, there they go. Okay, fine. They didn't flee, and yet they're not staying still at the same time. How does that work? These guys are playing tricks on us. It didn't even say fleeing. All right. They've really asked for it, guys. They've really asked for it, for crying out loud. They're going to get exactly what they got coming to them. They're going to get a 150 meter shot. That is a dead pig. That's going to be a dead pig from a freaking moving 150 meter shot. That should be it. What does the map say? Yes, that's a dead pig. Let's go. Oh, my goodness gracious, Ignatius, guys. See, we can make a shot. You know, we just need 15 tries. That's going to be pig number 4. Pig number 4. There we go. Nice vital from 150 out on the go. I'll take that for sure. 150 meters with a weak gun. On the move. I'm definitely happy about that. There it is. All right, guys. That's 4 out of 12. We are a third of the way done. Bronze. And our other challenge, I think, is just pictures, right? Yep, pictures of bison. Okay. All right. Their rest zone is all over this kind of middle area of the map, so we're actually not going to reset the time just yet, because if we do, it's going to get real pricey, and there's not going to be any point in doing this challenge. So we will continue to scout out need zones, rest zones for them in the middle of the map for about 15 more minutes, and then probably call it, get a good break for my hand going, so that way I don't re-injure or aggravate any sort of tendons. And then you guys will see us at just about exactly 3 hours after that. All right, nice to know that the red deer hang around here as well. All right. We also have some tea leaf fields to go check out that we really, really want to go find. I think the time on those is quite a bit different, though. So let's check again right here in our little descriptor. We're saying... Feeding times are 6 to 10. All right. Hmm. $10 to 16 and 20 to O's when they sleep. Where do they sleep? Okay. Often in thick brush and mangrove areas. Okay. Heavily concentrated around the middle river, northern water sources. Feeding is from 6 to 10. Resting is from 10 to 14. There is no consistent information on this, guys. There's nothing consistent. Dense shaded brush, fallen trees, and thickets located adjacent to water sources in the middle of dense bushland. Behavior: they tend to drink, feed in open areas during the night, and then move to thick protective cover during sleep during the day. Okay. All right. So not a whole lot of information really on where they are if they're not drinking. There's mostly just information on where they drink, which is fine, which is totally fine. We would absolutely love the opportunity to know where they're sleeping, but as it should be, that's pretty spread out throughout the map. Since we're mostly scouting, guys, for the last 10, 15 minutes of the stream, I'm not too worried yet again about spooking them at this time, because we're going to be coming back to really finish the job later. So covering more ground, even if it means spooking them out of their spot and then going and discovering their spot, is going to be far more beneficial than taking all day to try and sneak up on one group and then only have one need zone to come back to later. So got a nice little need zone right here. Probably red deer, I'm guessing. See what we got. Hog deer, all right.
Okay, I found this on the web for hog hunt. Check it out.
Siri, I'm not talking to you.
Okay, I found this on the web.
Siri, I said I'm not talking to you.
Okay, I found this on for I said I'm not Siri.
For I said Siri, I'm not talking to you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we don't care. You can run off, you little hog deer. You can run off. We're not too concerned with you. I was just making sure this wasn't a separate need zone. I thought it was probably that one hog deer's need zone. It looks like it was. Red deer. We know we just saw the hog deer. Where's the red deer going? All right, guys, this is looking kind of rough. I'm not going to lie. This is looking kind of rough. Okay, so I don't think they're really going to be much more up this mountain. We're just going to sprint alongside the river for literally the last 7 minutes. See every single need zone we can find anywhere close to the 3-4 a.m. mark. That way, when we come back and we hunt again from 0 to 3 a.m. and then we're left there after 3 a.m., we'll know where their following spots are. We want to try and reset the time as little as possible, because it gets so pricey trying to reset it all the time for like 12 animals. Last time we didn't even reset it 12 times or anywhere close, I don't think, but we got up to $5,000 per reset on the time. It was absolutely crazy. So I'd much rather scout out nearby areas at 4 a.m. and then hunt from 0 to 6 instead of losing out on that extra money. Oh, guys, this game's trying to remind me that I didn't sleep enough last night. Got another fox over here yelling at us. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to spot it. Oh, yep, there we go. Should we take a freebie? Should we take a little freebie shot at that right there? $132. We could just take a shot at it right now, actually. That thing's dead. That thing's dead. At least we got a little bit more pay before we called it quits. We're definitely not gonna be able to complete this challenge right now. So, ooh. So at least we're gonna get another $1,000. Right now, yeah. Okay. I definitely want to stick above 60K for sure. Foxes are nice little paydays if you get a good, easy little shot like that. $1,200 for a fox. We'll take that. And we're gonna we got about 4 minutes left, guys, and we're just gonna run and see what we can find for about 4 minutes, and then we'll be back on in exactly 3 hours. Oh, hold on. That's that good looking axis deer. How far out is he? Oh, 150. Look at that. Think we can quickly get there before he moves? Nope. A heart rate. Don't move. Come on, you dang axis deer. Don't move. Stop moving. Just get right there. I think I jerked it too soon. I think I actually flicked my finger a little bit right there. We'll see. Mid pressure. I'm waiting to see a shot. I'm waiting to see some pressure from that shot. No way. High pressure. It's going to create a little bit of a dead zone just right here where some sandbar are if he does die. So, God dang, you're telling me we really did miss that shot. Crazy. Never mind. See, how's he already dead, but there's no pressure where we shot him? Look, there's no pressure at all where we shot him. It should be, he should be the center point. Where he got shot should be the center point of the pressure. Instead, it added pressure up here where we already were. Oh, well. We got a PB to end the stream, guys. We got another PB to end the stream, so I'm not going to cry about that or gripe about it anymore. I'll tell you that much. Let's get this last animal, and we'll go ahead and call it after that. We're not going to have much time for anything else. 184.78, and that is an axis deer, our best axis deer. We've never hunted axis deer. is one. Guys, get this. Ready? Our best axis deer was 184.72. So this is 0.06 out of 180 something. Oh, we've shot this guy twice already. We've shot this guy twice already. Look at that. He was the same one. We did hit him earlier. We just got flesh earlier. Oh, guys, our placement was good. Our placement earlier was good, just not enough penetration, even with the polymer tip. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to taxidermize them. We're not going to pass up on a PB ever. The previous PBs all become like, you know, smaller wall mounts anyway in the trophy manager. So I tell you what, guys, actually, before we wrap it up, let's just jump on over. Let's just jump on over to the lodge. We're probably not going to have enough time to put everything up, but while we're here, let's just jump on over there real quick and see what we can do with some of our trophies. Trophy lodge. Let's real quick before we do, we're gonna go make sure that we taxidermize basically everything we have. We got 60K, so you know, right around 60K after that. We're gonna get 12 grand back later. So let's go taxidermize every single personal best we have right now, free up all of our space for later. And then after we get done taxidermize them all, we're gonna go hang everything up at the lodge for funsies. That's the wrong side, obviously. It's going to be a pretty penny to taxidermize all this, but I'm ready. I'm ready for a good reset. So let's go to Trophy Manager. Right now, axis here, 184.79. Their numbers change for some reason when you save them by just a little bit, but they do. So we're going to taxidermize that. We're at 63,000. Oh, no. Was that a separate one? Nope, that's today's. That's today's. Saved harvest. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Saved harvest. Wild hog 101.07. Let's make sure that's a PB, and then we're going to taxidermize it. That is a 101.06 is what I wrote down, and I wrote down the number correctly because I write them down instantly. So there's another one where it changes a little bit. But hey, 4,000 bucks. That ain't breaking the bank. We got a bunch of brown bear that are not super impressive, but it is nice to have them. So let's go see. Our best brown bear so far is 25.9. That is him. 24.35. We're going to delete that brown bear. We only do PBs, but we always do PBs. That way. Oh, guys, look at this. A gold female plains bison. Taxidermize that for 55K. We're going to taxidermize, obviously, our best brown bear. 356.53 for the mountain reindeer. Okay, we got 356.52, so we're gonna have to. They keep upping it by 0.01. Let's see here. We're gonna taxidermize that. A pronghorn. How's the pronghorn looking? 98.33. So yep, we're gonna taxidermize that. That's our best. Plains bison. So here we go. We're gonna spend some money on some plains bison. That's for sure. Male is 180.03. That's him. So we're gonna taxidermize them. And then Eurasian lynx. Let's see here. Eurasian lynx, the best Eurasian lynx is 25.29. That's them. So we are going to taxidermize that. And then gray wolf, 37.66. Let's make sure that's the right one. 37.65 is what we actually got when we wrote it down. So 0.01 off all the time. I think it's just naturally rounding. That's what they're doing. And we're going to delete this extra one. That's going to leave us with 30 grand and a whole bunch of trophies to manage. So let's go check that out at the Trophy Lodge. I will be honest, guys, even with 182 plaques and 63 platforms, I still wish they had a bigger Trophy Lodge. We are very much running out of space. It doesn't seem like it with all the wall mounts, but I would like a few more things to not be on the wall. Because at this rate, we're going to have a lot of personal bests on the wall, and that's not what I want. I want them on the floor. So let's see what we got here. Edit mode. That's our black buck right there, and a wild boar for 130.09. We're going to keep the list going. Is that 130? Oh no, 130.9. Okay, yeah, that's our best. That's our best. European bison. Yeah, we all know that's the best that we got for that. Okay. All these are pretty well taken. Let's see here. We can do some deluxe special mount too if we find any good combos for that. But Roosevelt elk, we're not going to worry about replacing that. Here's some tigers. You ready for this gravy? This is a treat right here. First of all, that's a gold tiger, so great. Yeah, very nice, right? So then that means this one must be better. What could that possibly be? Boom! Boom! That is a diamond tiger hunting a gold Barasinga. Look at that stance right there. Look at that guy. Would you just look at him? Oh my goodness. It looks like he could jump right at me right now. All right, let's see here. That is a huge trophy. A diamond tiger is incredibly rare. There's only one map that is even on. This is my diamond moose. Look at that. Look at that guy. That's crazy. We got a black-tailed deer over here. You know, that's that. For a black-tailed deer, that's a nice looking rack. And then we got our best blue sheep, which is, you know, is what it is. You know, I mean, red fox and coyote right here. With we also have the 6.1 jackrabbit. So anyway, let's figure out where else we're gonna put some of this stuff. Moose is a beast. Thank you very much. We got another wild yak. We got a wild yak right here. I shouldn't have said another. There's a saltwater crocodile. You better believe we're replacing that one because we know that we have a diamond saltwater crocodile ready to go. But before we do, let's look at some special custom mounts. The Matt's multi-mounts. So let's see here. We need beavers. We don't got no beavers. Lions. We don't got lions. We got none of that. Raccoon dog and the thing, but we don't got that. A Magpie goose. We do have. Do we have a Magpie goose? Anywhere? Let's look and see here. Magpie goose. Magpie goose. I'm not seeing it. M-A. Filters. Birds. Apply. What? That's not a bird. Filter. Birds. Are they land fowl or waterfowl? Either way, who cares? Magpie goose. Oh, this is a land fowl. Yep. What am I saying? Magpie, are these waterfowl? Tundra bean goose. I don't think we have a magpie goose that's gold, or we could absolutely do that combo mount right there. Mallard, Miriam turkey, all of it. All right. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go back to trophy mounts, see what we can do. Lucky crocodile, foul play, whitetail deer. We can absolutely do that with whitetail deer. We just need to get. We got the 5800. We just need to take our best whitetail deer down and put them together on a big old mount like that. We can put them right here if we wanted to. All right, let's see. Tell you what, we might put them right over here, right? They need a large platform. What type of platform is this? Where does it say? Saltwater crocodile can go on here. I cannot find the size of this platform for some reason. Why did this disappear? Where'd my platform go? There we go. Why does it not say the size of platform? Buy DLC. Oh, it says it right on the top, smack dab on the top. Okay, so we need to find a large platform, not an extra large, just a large. And we're going to make a combo mount of 3 white-tailed deer. Is this a large? Is that going to work? That's exactly what we need. So this will help us free up some of the awesome white-tailed deer that we have. Let's see what we got. So 23.5. is the biggest. 210, 213. So 213.8 right there might be one of them that comes over here with them. All right, so 213, 213. What is this guy right here? 223, 223. Okay. And what? 220 and 220, but that's 220.4. Okay. That's looking like it. That's probably going to be it. So let's go ahead and remove this trophy. That's 220, right? And then this one was 223, so we'll remove that one too. And I do believe those are going to be our best deer for this platform. And we can remove this one. Why did that light up over there like that? Time of day? Yep, time of day. All right. Now we're going to do a special multi-mount. Let's see here. Huddle whitetail. Okay, so. We're going to make sure the best one is the first one. Where's his rating? 235. No. Yeah, we will. We will. We'll do best, worst, middle in that order. All right. Trophy is available in the manager. Let's go. Apply and close. Let's go. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see the different poses. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. I think I like that one. I'm not going to lie. I think I like that one. That's probably it. Yep, we're going to stick with that one. All right, let's go. Let's go. So there are our white-tailed deer for that platform. We got our diamond tiger embarrassing over here. We're definitely going to have to figure out what other multi-mounts we want to do to save some space. So if we got room for one more, we can do it. We have the stuff for that, but... Let's look and see. Ring-necked pheasant would be 16.33 on the ring-necked pheasant. That's our best ring-necked pheasant. And then dark red, 11.655. No wonder they rounded so much. The red fox, 11.65. Yeah, okay, so yeah. We will finish the assembly on that. Okay, boom, let's go. Where is it? There it is. There it is. So we need what type of platform? We have to have a medium platform for that. Let's go find a medium platform, guys. Is this a medium platform? That's a small platform. So this is large, and this goes straight to small. So where is medium? You can only use a wall mount with it, though. All right, we got to find a medium one to put that down. There's our diamond roe deer. So 83.5. That's actually our first diamond ever, guys. And we got like the tiger and then like the croc and all that stuff. We got our diamond collection kind of growing now. Let's see what we got here. Small platform. I think it's funny that we have to have a bigger platform for this to have a freaking fox on it. For a bird and a fox are going to take up more room than a whole roe deer. Let's see what we can do for a medium platform. Is this a no, extra large platform? We don't need a hog on that, but these right here, this is probably medium. There we go. No, stop taking pictures. All right. Should we do it right here? Should we do it right here? Yeah, we'll do it right there. We'll do it right there. There we go. What stance, guys? What stance? Ooh. Look at that. A little bit of trouble going on right there. Hello. I wonder if we flip that, if it's going to look much better. It's not too bad. What in the world? That's pretty cool. Guys, that's pretty cool. We might have to do that. That's a nice one. All right, let's see here. What do you guys think? Somebody tell me, what do you guys think? What? Oh, hello. That's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Those are a little boring. Are you playing with each other now? That one. Guys, that's probably gonna be the one. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh. No way they're cuddle buddies. Oh my gosh. All right, we're back to that. That might be it right there, guys. What are we thinking? That right there, that's going to take it. That's going to take the cake. We're just going to call that good. We got so many other trophies to put up. Let's see about what other combos they offer that we might need a good one for, because we can save up some of these if we have to. Let's see here. I'm going to start from the bottom. That way I don't have to scroll each time. What do we got here? Grumpy geese. So of course we got some geese, but what size amount are they going to require? Because if it says it needs something crazy... Why is it not saying the mount size? Does it? Does it? Yes, it does. Medium. Okay. Guys, I don't know. I don't know if that's really worth it. I'll be completely honest. Like a whole medium platform for 2 geese. But who knows? Who knows? Stag, nah. So tiger takeout. We already have that, guys. That's actually our diamond tiger over there with our Barasinga. Miriam turkey. What size of platform? Large. God dang. All right. We're not super impressed with turkey compared to other things. Puma. Nice. A third roe deer would make a great one because we have a gold and a diamond. So if we had a... I think we have a third roe deer, don't we? Guys, we might be able to do that. I tell you what, let's take the roe deer. Let's take the roe deer down. Whoa, no. Remove that trophy. And let's see if we can do that third roe deer. All right, so I'm actually going to take all of them down. Nope, give me the trophy. There we go. We're going to go down here and make that into a nice mount. Here we went past it for sure. But evidently I was wrong. It was side by side if I remember right. There we go. There we go. Huddle row. That's what it was. Okay. Start assembly. How much did we say this is? 33,900. That's not bad. That's not too bad. So 83 is going to be our very best one, so we'll go for that. We'll do 67 on the second one, and then 70. So again, best, worst, and middle. Well, hey, yes, I will be going with you today, Mrs. Mecca. Thank you so much for letting me know. We're just doing some multi-mounts real quick while you're on your way over here. That way I don't wear my hand out too much in the process. And all right, cool. Let's get this going, guys. Let's get this going somewhere nice. Is this the large platform? This is extra large. We don't need that. That requires a trophy manager. There we go. Huddle row requires a large platform like one of those. Let me see if I can find a better place for him. Or we could just put him right there. Who cares? We can put him right here. Swap trophy. It's a medium platform. Okay, never mind. I'm getting all sorts of turned around. Sounds good. I'll see you soon. Love you too, babe. Jeez. I'm joking. She didn't say love me. She's my emotional support person. All right, let's see here. Whoa, nuh-uh. No, I don't want that. No. Ooh, we haven't even been in this room yet. God dang. All right, let's see here. So many trophies to manage. We're going to have to get a Magpie Goose, guys. We're going to have to get one of those. So that way we can actually do these multi-mounts that we're looking to do. But things are looking better. Things are definitely looking better. This has got to be a large platform, isn't it? Isn't it? A medium platform. My God. Where's a large platform that's not all the way in the back right where nobody wants to go? This is extra large, right? This is massive. Oh, no, this is extra large. That's massive. Okay. That's what she said. Anyway. Large platform. Okay, here's a large platform. Let's get this huddle row. We'll go right here. Which one's the big boy? I feel like that one back over there is the big boy. Why is he not up front? Yeah, that's got to be him back there, right? Right? Yeah, that's got to be him back there. That's a good looking one. We'll do that. We'll do that. All right, what other multi-mounts do we need to kind of get out of the way so we can have room for everything? We got 20 grand, so we're probably not going to do another one, guys. And she is on her way to come get me, so we're going to call that there. But that's a quick sneak peek at our trophies that we got so far. Like I said, we already have the tiger takeout done. We could do gobble gobble, but I'm not sure we want to use a large platform for that. Small platforms would be great. It would be absolutely great if we had enough of those. Definitely looking for some small platform combo mounts. We don't have a puma. 2 whitetail deer, but it takes a extra large mount. We don't have a good enough whitetail deer to throw away an extra large mount just for that. Ringneck pheasant, black grouse, gray-leg goose, and tundra bean goose. We absolutely do have all of those birds. So we might go grab another black grouse, ring-necked pheasant, and gray-leg goose, or we might wait, because for a small platform, that's a lot going on. Let's see how we're doing. We need pheasant, grouse, goose, and goose. We definitely have both of those. So let's see what we got. Pheasant, grouse, and goose. Let's filter it. Those are all land birds. No. The goose. What am I thinking? The goose. Waterfowl. Okay. All right. So we got the diamond goose, which would be amazing for that mount. We need, but I think it was gray lag goose, wasn't it? Because that's a Canada goose. So we got a diamond Canada goose. Oh, guys. So grouse 112.13. That's not really a super good grouse, but you know, it's better than nothing. 112. We might wait and see what happens until we get diamonds for all those. Let's wait until we get diamonds from now on. To do multi-mounts from now on, we're going to at least have multiple diamonds for it. Every single multi-mount now should be multiple diamonds. How about that? How about we do that? So for now, let's just throw an alligator, like a diamond alligator over here, so that way people, crocodile. So that way people don't miss out on him. Oh, yeah. Yep. That's nice. Do we actually run into his tail right here? Nope. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, that's a good display for a diamond, right? All right, let's see here, guys. Yeah, we're going to go back to that other one. I don't want it to be too extreme. I really don't. Well, that way he's facing a different direction than the elk behind him. All right, guys. We got way more trophies to hang up, obviously. Even more diamonds and stuff to kind of redo, and a ton of guns. Everything that needs kind of replaced. But for now, we have spent ourselves down to 20 grand taxidermizing every trophy we hadn't yet taxidermized, and we have so much more to go. But that's gonna call it for now, you guys. We're gonna go pick up the kiddos. It will be even less than 3 hours now until we're back on. So we're doing part 2 of Call of the Wild Wednesday at 6 p.m. my time. That is 2 hours and 34 minutes from now. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, keeping me company, and supporting the stream with your presence. And we will see you guys here in about 2.5 hours. Good night, Gravy. Get some rest, bro. Thank you for joining me.